Got the orange juice, got the vodka.
Oh,
we can sell that screwdriver.
Okay, fuck yeah. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad you knew what that is. You know, some people think that's a little bit old school, but
bro.
I say fuck it.
I make myself Moscow mules.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. You know, I don't really like alcohol. I'm gonna come clean. But
No, yeah, same. Like, I don't like getting fucked up. I don't like people who are like, yo, let's take shots.
Tipsy.
Yeah.
I like being tipsy.
Yeah. I don't even drink beer that often because, like, I was starting to get, like, a belly, and I was like, all right, I'm trying to cut back.
Yeah, bro.
Time
I fucking
stop.
feel that, dude. I feel that, bro. Cool. Yeah, we straight. We awesome.
Let me see the link real quick so you can, like, post on your bio or whatever you want to share it to.
Yeah, cool. Is this gonna be a like a live stream or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a live stream / like, you know, podcast interview thing. It's because, like, I did editing, like, no, like, the pilot episode. I was like, all right, this editing is a lot of ass. Like, I hate editing, so
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it, you know?
Oh, so you don't do no video format anymore?
Pretty much. But, like, it is technically video format, you know?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
the live stream stays on YouTube, and then, yeah.
No, I get you. It's a similar to something like Joe Rogan or something.
Yeah,
like that.
pretty
Yes,
much.
I get you. Yeah, send me that shit.
Let me get you that link, bro.
How you been, man?
Bro, I've been chilling. I went to First Friday last night. That shit was dope.
Word? I've never.
You never been one?
No, I've been to one a couple times,
Okay.
but like, I just go there for like the palm readings and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I did that last time.
Okay.
I did that last time. Like, that was my first time ever, actually. And I was, like, kind of shook because, like, the things that he said are happening. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So, like, I'm just, like...
Hopefully, good thing.
Yeah, it was all good things. It was
Yeah.
all nothing but good things. And I was like, all right, fuck yeah. But now it's, like, it's a responsibility. So, you know, like, you gotta really manage it. You gotta be, like, real wise. Don't fuck around. I'm like, got you. Like, I'm not gonna do anything stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a nice place, dude. You just live here with your roommates?
This is my parents' house, actually.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I'm, like, looking into getting an office because, like... I don't know, like, this is their house. I don't want people coming in, like, anymore. I was like, all right, you know, it's like, just in case if someone, like, breaks in or some shit, you know?
Yeah, of course, you know. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel that.
It's cool, but is this, like, your room here? Or is this, like, a separate office, or...
Okay, so for now, it's my brother's room, technically, because he moved back from Texas.
Cool.
And he's, like, crashing here for a bit. But, yeah, this was, like, the whole podcast room. Or this is the podcast room. Because, like, not only that, you know, I play shit on here. I got games and shit. Like, we live stream sometimes here and there.
Oh, that's cool. What games you play, dude?
A lot. Smash, of course.
Oh, dude, so
Yeah.
huge in the Smash. Don't even talk to me, bro.
Who do you mean, bro?
Don't even talk to me, bro.
Who do you mean, bro?
Samus.
Samus? Oh, wait. Zero Suit or regular Samus?
Look, I was going to tournaments playing Samus.
Yeah.
But I enjoy Zero Suit Samus a lot. Yeah. I mean, what Smash Bros. Are you talking about?
Ultimate.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
recently.
Yeah, so I usually play Samus. I play a little bit of Mewtwo. I enjoy,
Oh.
even though he's a little bit slow and floaty.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit of an unpopular pick, but sorry.
You're all good, bro.
Are we not on no type of time or anything like
I
that?
go for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, but that's because like that's plenty of time to talk about anything, you know.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Absolutely. Okay, that's cool. That's cool with me, bro. Dude, I could talk forever.
But bet. Live. All right. But for now, yeah, the homeboy Angel's here. He's already in the chat. He said those are bad mains.
Whatever.
Whatever. You don't give a fuck.
Whatever. I played a lot of Marth. That's probably my favorite of the Fire Emblem characters. Yeah. God, I'm now really thinking about Smash. I fucking really dislike Game & Watch. I don't know why I said that.
I hate Nez mains. I hate Nez.
I can play. I think I like Lucas more.
You like Lucas more?
I like Lucas more.
Yeah.
But Ness is pretty annoying. When someone knows how to fucking play Ness, annoying as fuck.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the thing.
Annoying
Like, I
as
hate
fuck.
when people know how to play Nez, and I'm like, all right, fuck out of here, bro.
Annoying as fuck.
Yeah. All right.
Just make sure I put that link in my bio real quick. Sorry, I'm just making sure.
No, you're
everything's
good.
set up.
He said, damn, Game Watch is the best character. I think that's his main. My friend.
Ew.
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 All right. I think we should get this shit started, though.
I'm down, dude.
For sure. Boom. Let me switch over.
No, we going straight ear, no headphones, mics.
Yeah, I don't have headphones. Just
That's
straight
fine.
into the mic.
That's completely fine. Are these like? Do they need to be closer or can?
Yeah,
they
I
hear
just
everything?
actually. Hold on. Let me move in. Yeah, move in.
You tell me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. Okay, no, it's just the stream. Yeah, like right there. Move and bring the mic a little bit.
Okay.
That's it.
That's cool.
So people know that this is what we do. But yeah, we out here. All right. Welcome, everybody, or people going to watch later on. This is the 22nd episode of the podcast. I got my guest here, Ronan X, Ronan Revenge.
How you doing?
He does a lot of crazy shit. He also has a podcast with Opus Vita with them.
Yeah.
He's also a model. Also makes music too. Y'all should check out fucking Street Bait Symphony. That shit fucking slaps.
Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much.
I was bummed to that shit. I was like, at this point, I was like, all right. I was like, fuck, dude, like it's so good. Like I'm impressed by it. The visuals are fucking good, but like I'll get 10 in a minute.
Yeah,
but yeah,
of course.
Links in the description below. Go check out his stuff. Go check out the podcast. Just check him out in general because he's really fucking talented, really creative. Y'all should really just go fuck with him. I bet.
I really appreciate those words. I also just want to say that I also appreciate the format of this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like when I watch podcasts, I'm a little bit more, I wouldn't say more anal, but I'm a little bit more like
snobby. Like,
snob. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I'll say that only because like, you know, I like podcasts that not only are video, but they're actual conversations. Like I can look at you and stuff like that. You're not fucking. There's no formula here. There. You don't have a laptop in front of you. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit.
For the chat. I do have questions.
Yeah,
just because like a general conversation, like, hey, like, what do you do? Like,
absolutely. Yeah, and that's completely fine, dude. But no, I really appreciate this whole format, dude. I think it's really awesome. Thanks for having me, bro.
Dude, not a problem. No, I appreciate you coming on here because again, like, you're really fucking talented. I was going through your shit. I'm like, dude, I was really impressed. Like, I'm not even joking. I was really impressed with the YouTube channel. Or is that's not your YouTube channel, right? It's your friends or something, or is it like you guys?
Yeah, I actually don't have a YouTube channel. I kind of like I partner with Isaac Joel, who's a filmmaker based in Arizona as well. He's one of my fucking best friends. You know what I'm saying? He has a YouTube channel himself. You can check him out at Opus Vita. And I kind of just do stuff with him so that I don't have to make a YouTube channel. Essentially, you know what I'm saying?
I think you should though, just in case like if you want to do like your own personal things, like you know, there's like influencers and stuff like that. I think you can like do really good with that. You know?
And I agree with you. You're not the first person to tell me that. I kind of leave more of the personal aesthetics and stuff like that more to social media based. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I wouldn't be down. I wouldn't be against making a YouTube. But you know, when that's all already set up, you know, it's just one less thing I have to think about and control. Yeah. You know.
So why do you call yourself Ronan X or Ronan Revenge?
Well, I go by like many names and titles, you know, but I guess, you know, I don't really know, man. If I'm being honest, I wish I had like a cool story or some cool origin. I don't know, dude. I guess I'm just a really big fan of like Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy. You know
okay, all right, for sure.
So, I also just really enjoy names that are like 2 syllables.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's like really specific, but I mean, just kind of stuck. You know, I was kind of thinking of like, you know, what would I name my kid? Essentially, you know what I mean?
I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think it's a cool name though, like Ronan X, because I think it really fits you because you're really into like futuristic shit.
Yes.
And like X is always like a typical like, you know, like future kind of badass thing, like Project X, Mega Man X, you know.
Well, exactly. Ronan X comes. I was really inspired. Well, the X. I completely understand what you're saying. The X was definitely inspired by like one of my favorite people to ever exist, which was Malcolm X, who, you know, took out his slave name and just put an X. Essentially, you know what I'm saying. I was very inspired by that. Not to say that my last name has any symbology to enslavement, but I like the fact that he crossed out his name and put a fucking X. So I thought that was really fucking cool. You know, I also enjoy Ronan Revenge because it's just an alliteration. I believe that's the term for it, and it's just more stickier. You know, when we talk about media and you know, music and stuff like that.
I feel that. But another thing is like, what made you start this podcast? Whose idea was it with the podcast on Opus Vita?
Yeah, well, me and Isaac are always talking about fucking movies and we're just always talking about bullshit in fucking general. You know what I'm saying? So like, we kind of were always a fan of podcasts. I've always been a fan of podcasts. I just really enjoy the long form conversation. You know, like we've come to a point now where a lot of our information is in these weird digestible, compartmentalized sound bites where we don't really get a lot of information out of them. And I think podcasting is legitimately the future of radio. Because you get to these long form conversations. I hate to go so deep into that, but you know, we just was always a fan of it, and you know, it wasn't, the podcast isn't really different than us just talking. The microphones just happen to be on, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of a little bit of both of our ideas. It was something we were kind of thinking about for a while, and then, you know, we got the equipment, we just put it fucking together, and we just, you know, bang it out. You know, we talk a lot about movies and film. Yeah. You know.
Which is like another thing, like, have you always been into film? Are you into school or anything? Are you studying filmmaking or anything like that?
No. I don't go to school or anything like that. My filmmaking knowledge, I guess, you know, is just a database of movies, you know. I've always just been a fan of film, you know, and I just always kind of wanted to be a part of it, but almost indirectly, because there are a lot of other things I really enjoy. And yeah, you know, but Isaac is real. I love him because he's so technical, and he just knows everything about camera work, you know, stuff that I really don't. You know, I don't really know how to work a fucking camera. If I'm being honest, I don't know what I'm doing when I grab one, but like I understand angles and scenes and story and aesthetics and stuff like that. I feel like that's where like I kind of fit in more, and we just are kind of like yin and yang, you know. We've always just worked so well together in so many other projects, you know.
And did he do score anything, or is like, are both you guys just like kind of just learning as you go and stuff like that? Like,
I think Isaac did go to film school for a minute.
Okay.
I don't know if he finished it. I don't even know the criteria of you know, do you graduate? Like I don't know.
Like it's always like I asked that just because like for me personally, I actually dropped out.
Oh word.
Yeah, I dropped out because I was like, I wasn't hating, but I was like, I just got caught up in other shit. Like I work a 9-to-5 job now. Yeah. Like you see my story, like I post like what I'm doing. Like I'm interviewing people, or actually a girl's interviewing people. I'm just being the cameraman now, but I'm learning from them and shit like that. But
so
anyway,
what were you in school for?
I was for filmmaking.
Really?
Like, I was studying. I did it for a year, and then like after that, like I was like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait to make a movie. I just want to go make the movie now. You know?
Facts. You know, Quentin Tarantino said a really good line. He's like, I didn't go to film school. I went to films. You know, so like I've always kind of took that to heart, you know, that a lot of the education is within just the work, you know what I'm saying, rather than I don't really think it's something you can really teach, because it's so individualized, you know. There isn't a criteria, you know. It's really just about whatever the fuck you like, you know what I mean.
I think it's learning. I did learn the basics though, because like, there's a lot of things I didn't know about, and I didn't know like the 8 sequence. Do you know what that is? Like so 8 sequences is like how the basic, like, I guess, skeleton of like writing a story. So like, you know, beginning, middle, end, but there's like, oh, character has to go through this and that, you know.
Wow, that's interesting.
So yeah, if you like, once you know it, it's like you can see in story now, like, oh hey, here's the breaking moment, here's the climax, here's the, you know, all that
structure shit. And stuff like that. Yeah, so absolutely.
That was important to learn, because like whenever I would write stories, they were kind of like, they have a good start, then like fuck up in the middle and have a shitty ending. I'm like, so it's like I would fuck myself up like that.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so like stuff like that would help. But nowadays I'm like, dude, just read a book, you know, just go pick up a book, like basics of filmmaking, basics of like shit like that.
Yeah, just watch your favorite movie. You know, or watch your favorite movies. You know, they teach you a lot about
watch behind the scenes too, because those are helpful a lot.
Dude, I love behind the scenes of a lot, you know. Yeah, dude, I love the fucking behind the scenes. Dude, one of my favorite behind the scenes ever is from Tron Legacy, man. I remember looking at the behind the scenes of that forever, more sometimes than the actual movie, dude. I just loved how everything was so practical. But don't get me started talking about Tron Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, Opus Vita says, Opus Vita Talk says King. Is that your friend Isaac?
Yeah, that's him, bro. That's
how you
crazy.
doing, Isaac? How's it going,
What's up, bro? Love you.
Bro, I was just watching a video on Twitter. It was like these kids, or no, this high school kid is like, hey bro, is like, is it gay to kiss your homie? He's like, no, the fuck, bro. He's like, all right, well then give me a kiss on the cheek, and like his homie kisses him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's fucking funny.
And so I'm like, I'm the same one with my friends. Like, hey bro, I fucking love you. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's all love for the homies, man.
It ain't gay, bro.
It ain't gay.
All right, but my thing is like, and so you like to act, right? For sure. Is there any inspirations that made you want to do it either, or was it just like always in you or something like that?
Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know where the acting part comes from, if I'm being honest. I wish I knew. I don't... I wouldn't even label myself as an actor. You know what I'm saying? I guess, like... I don't really know the science into acting. I don't know... I think... sometimes how actors portray roles can sometimes be on the length of black magic. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea how some actors are able to act, and I don't know into that. Is that something I'm trying to go into more? I don't know. Would I say I'm an actor? No, but I like being in the stuff I make. you know. And I think that's what separates me from a filmmaker and more of a visual artist, I guess, where it's like I'm not usually behind the camera just because it's just not my territory, and I feel like if I'm in it, I could. It's more physical and corporeal. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. But you know, the thing is, like, again, you know how to do it. That's the thing. Like, that's why I'm very impressed. Like, you say like you don't know, but you acting like you are. You know, that's why I'm just like, what the hell is?
Yeah,
going on?
I don't know either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I guess my point is like the things that I do act in. It's never like a challenge of acting. It's more of like capture me doing whatever. You know, it's more of like it is a form of acting, but more of like catching me. Be me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I understand that. I understand that fully, because that's basically the way I'm going to right now. How like I'm doing my photo shoots with friends, and how pretty soon I'll be having music soon, and like I don't want to be just like this one dude, you know, who's just like, oh, it's Ivan Munoz. Like, no, it's Scrappy. It's not Ivan. It's Scrappy, because Scrappy is gonna be a totally different person who's gonna be talking about like different shit that you don't know about.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
So. I don't know, but my thing is like, do you have like this persona thing too going on, or are you just like is like, do we expect the same thing? Do we see on Instagram from you? You know,
dude, I don't even know. Well, I mean, I don't think I don't have any types of, you know, personalities. You know, I don't think Ronan is different from Miles. You know, I think it's just letters. You know, and the only reason why I feel that way is because like a lot of my personal aesthetic is stuff that I put in visual art, and it goes back and forth. So in essence, I'm really just doing things that I like. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. And so on the channels, you guys do a lot of product promos. Like, how did that start happening? And is like, does Isaac always hit you up first? Like, hey, dude, I got this thing. Come over here and we're gonna do this.
Sometimes it's mutual. Sometimes he'll have projects. Sometimes I'll have projects, and we'll kind of get together and mastermind and try to work that out. You know, a lot of sometimes we'll be sent things like we did a video for a brand called Let Garments that sent us a hoodie and said pretty much just do fucking whatever. So, you know, knowing me and Isaac, you know, with that full creative control, we kind of exactly did that. And we did something akin to Terminator. So it kind of is like a mutual thing. You know, he has friends that, you know, are up and coming clothing designers and all that, but have products. You know, we've done there's a lot of like nicotine based products and stuff like that, you know, wax pens, cards, and all that bullshit. And we kind of just like to take more of a creative twist, you know. One of my favorite things, you know, that me and Isaac really love is like when commercials are creative. You know what I'm saying? That was really some of my favorite commercials. Will always be like the old school Geico commercials. Now still Geico commercials are still really tight because they're consistent with the CGI of that goddamn lizard, bro, and it's fucking brilliant, bro. You know, and like these Sasquatch commercials for Slim Jim, all that bullshit. You know, I'm just really big fan of that, you know. So it's kind of like mutual, you know. We just like to work with people who are passionate and like actual creativity and like actual substance. You know what I'm saying? Have
you met people who didn't have the, you know, creativity or anything like that? You're just like, oh, this kind of like, you know, you sent some bullshit pretty much, you know? Oh yeah,
absolutely. You know, I'm coming to a point now where I'm kind of like, and I hate to be very brackish and dickish, you know what I'm saying? But I've come to a point now where I've become very picky on the things that I work on.
I think that's good though, because like your stuff isn't amateur.
Thank you.
Like, no problem. But like, neither guy's stuff is amateur. I think you have like every right to hold yourself to like a higher. So like, hey, I want to work these kind of people.
Yes, and I always try to like, and I always, you know, look, I don't know why people, you know, well, I'm not gonna say I don't know why, but it's like, you know, I don't know what people necessarily see in me. You know, I don't. But you're right. It's in the sense where but I've kind of come to the point where it's just like, if I don't like it or I can't take anything from it, you know, then I don't really connect with it, you know. And of course you talk about things like money and all that bullshit, but I've never really been attached to that. So it's like, I'm more just on like a solid idea, you know. I'm now all about execution, really. You know what I'm saying? If I don't see that, you know, I'm not really interested in. That doesn't mean I will refuse to work with the person or the brand or whatever company or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But like, It's more is of if we can work something out, you know what I'm saying? But I become very honest, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you have to be, especially with your friends and stuff like that. You just have to be super honest. And if, you know, if you think something's mediocre, you know, it does more help to tell that person than not to, you know?
I got you. I understand that. And so for you, like, what were some of your like favorite products and promos that you guys have done so far?
I think the lead garments one was really fun to do. That always just is always stuck in my head because I just loved the process, you know, how we had so many ideas and like we were experimenting with CGI and all that bullshit. It was just so fucking cool. You know, it's really early, you know what I'm saying? It's really a early piece of material, but the stuff we were doing for that was really, really fucking cool, you know. Shout out to Ruben, you know, he's our visual effects and stuff like that over at Opus Vita. So like that was one of the first times we were really like kind of trying to find our boundary, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And what do you guys plan on taking your channel? No, you don't know?
I will look. I mean, I may have a different answer than Isaac. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hope that, you know, we're trying to do more, you know, we were working on like, you know, full length feature films and stuff like that. That sounds dope. Yeah, and like we're getting a lot of that into work, so hopefully we can just start to keep doing shit that we really enjoy. I got you. You know.
And so for you yourself, you also do modeling, right?
Yeah.
And do you do any like workouts? Do you like stay fit? Do you have any skincare routines? Like, you know, any way that you take care of yourself, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, I wish I was more active, if I'm being honest, you know. However, I try to keep everything. I'm a minimalist, really. You know, I try to be very minimalistic. So, I mean, like, you know, when it comes to like skincare and stuff like that, you know, I put like tea bags under my eyes and like, you know, I use aloe vera and like all that bullshit. But like, I try to keep it very simple, the stuff. No, I mean, like, I'm definitely striving to be a little bit more proactive. I wouldn't really say that in terms to model better, but you know, I do work on things like posture and like body language and stuff like that. You know, I eat healthy every now and then. You know, my entire family's like vegan and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna front like that's amazing, because I don't think it's that great. But yeah, you know, I want to get more into like vitamins and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like IV drips and all that crazy shit, you know?
I mean, for me, like I've always been like lifting, you know, going to the gym and stuff like that. I recently started meal prepping and started like going on diets like that. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, like I haven't had carbs in a minute.
So sorry to get off track here, but I'm actually curious. So it's like, is part of staying fit and healthy, I mean, like, could you just work out, or is it also subservient to the food?
People say it's 80% diet, 20% working out. But
really?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. So for me, since like, wait, how old are you, man?
20.
I'm 21, but like still, since we're young, like we can get away with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can get away with an In-N-Out burger, and I can still lift, and like I can still do all these things. And I've always been a skinny kid too.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, like I've always been able to get away with a lot of shit, but I'm starting to notice, I'm like, oh shit, like with the beer, I was like, I need to stop, because now it's just getting like out of hand, and I don't know, but yeah, like for that, I definitely see like you should probably work out more, and it also helps that you work out intensely. Don't just do like 30-minute jogs. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna activate anything in your body to be like, oh shit, you know, like, because whenever you work out, your body is like, hey, I need to get rid of this weight. I need to get rid of this extra shit, so I can be lighter and faster and stronger. Yes. And then, you know, then your body will just do that, you know?
Yes. Yeah, and sorry,
you're good.
Still hear me?
Yeah, Mike can still hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would love to hear, we could probably talk about it more off air, but you know, I would love to hear your opinions on, you know, working out, the stuff you do and stuff like that. I would be so open to that.
In a minute, we can talk about it in a minute, because I'm pretty sure like we'll get through like a lot of these questions.
Yeah, of course, dude. I'm down to do fucking whatever, man.
I bet. But yeah, for sure, like for me, working out, it's just like I've always hit the gym since like high school, and I've always been like a freakishly like strong kid, just because like I did sports basically my whole life. And yeah, it's just like that's how it is. And like once I started getting buff, also because like I like Dragon Ball Z. So like, of course, I'm like, yo, I want to get buff like Goku.
Yes.
I want to do that.
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about anime. Whenever we
Oh,
got the
anime?
chance.
Okay.
Whenever we got the fucking chance.
Bro, no, actually, talk about anime right now. Fuck it.
All right, bet. Fuck it. Let's do it.
What you watching right now?
All right, look, dude. Okay, I'm gonna come clean.
What's
All right?
up?
I'm gonna come clean.
Go for it. Go for it.
My taste in anime is a little bit. It's a little bit like. I love fucking screwdrivers, bro. Sorry. I don't really know where my taste in anime lies because I really enjoy things that are story based. I love great animation.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
But then it's not that deep. You know, I love amazing fight scenes and rage moments like One Punch Man or Dragon Ball Z or Berserk or something like that.
Berserk.
Right? Love it, right? But you know, I don't watch a lot of anime like I used to. But you know, my favorite anime of all time is Neon Genesis.
Oh, Evangelion. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, dude. Was really into Parasite. Really into Berserk. I stopped reading the Berserk mangas only because they just went fucking nowhere, dude. Nowhere.
Yeah, they're on hiatus. I know how it is. Like it just, it sucks.
Yeah. Black Lagoon is really good. Gurren Lagann, High School of the
That's my
Dead.
favorite. Gurren Lagann is my favorite.
I never saw the second season.
You gotta watch it.
I know you're not the first person. You definitely won't be the fucking last, dude. You know, like yeah. But what about you, dude?
Oh yeah, Gurren Lagann, Cowboy Bebop.
Of course.
Of course, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. What else? Oh, have you ever seen Fooly Cooly?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah.
I used to watch Fooly Cooly on a fucking iPod, dude.
Oh, really?
I downloaded the episodes on an iPod Nano, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, of course. Fuck heavy with Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, Fooly Cooly is like, I love that show the most because like it's so creative and crazy, and you gotta watch it like a few times because you never know, like you miss some things the first time, and I always feel like, yo, you gotta watch it like 2-3 more times.
I just loved how it was animated.
That
you
too.
know, I love the styling
and the
of
music.
it. And the music. Yes.
I actually listen to the Pillows a lot. That's the
awesome.
band.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm a slut for like fucking things with good soundtracks.
Have you ever played a game called Transistor?
No.
That's an amazing soundtrack. Sorry to get off topic,
you're
but like,
good.
yeah, that's a great.
Kill la Kill. Have you seen that?
Of course. Of course, dude. Of course. Yeah.
It's a good ass anime. Oh shit, what the fuck's going on? That's all good. That happens sometimes. That's happened like for the past 2 episodes.
Yeah,
But
they're on to us. That's
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta look at the windows and shit.
Yeah, Kill la Kill. I think like for now, I think.
Did you ever get into One Piece?
No, my friend is into hella One Piece, and he always talks about
What, 800 episodes?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
Cause you
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
no way.
He grew up with it, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna just like I guess dedicate a whole summer to like watching it, you know?
Facts.
Have you seen Hajime no Ippo?
No.
It's
Watamote?
Watamote. Isn't that the emo girl?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's dumb. It's
yeah,
dumb.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I like trash like that.
Yeah. Trash like that. Assassination Classroom.
Oh, dude,
That is an amazing
no
manga.
one talks about that. No one talks about that. And
That's
I'm like,
great with that fucking alien. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? It's
ending?
genius. Yeah, dude, it's an amazing manga.
Yeah.
Now I was reading the mangas before I watched the anime, and it was great.
I feel. Do you read a lot of manga too?
I used to, not much now, but like I've always loved the format, and I love the drawing style of manga, and I'm always so encapsulated by just how it looks and stuff, you know. I wish I could read more manga. You know, I was reading the Naruto mangas when I was in fucking high school, and because they were in our library. But yeah, you be reading manga?
Yeah, I used to. Same here. Like, it's just because, you know, we're all getting older and we're all getting busier. And it's like, it's kind of hard to read manga, especially like new ones. And then I'm trying to catch up on old ones. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, just it. And then, I used to like read a lot of webcomics too. Like a lot of indie people or like independent artists. They're like, hey, I'm gonna fucking make a webcomic and like read it. Some like with really good stories and art style too.
Those are cool. I agree. I remember reading a webcomic one time about like this guy who had a girlfriend and like the dad was trying to kill the boyfriend. It was really interesting, but I do remember, like, you're right. Webcomics are fucking slept on, dude. I think that's like a really good like starting for a lot of independent artists and shit like that, man.
I follow a lot of them on Twitter.
That's
actually
awesome.
Oh, you should probably like do that too, because like they post their art like, hey, like here's a fucking commission. I like paying artists just like for the art style, like my little screensaver thing. I pay to do.
Cool. That's awesome, dude.
He's actually like a whole Dragon Ball like artist, and I'm like, oh, dude, I fuck with yourself. But
Like custom and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, dude, like draw my character into
Mm-hmm.
that. And he's like, fuck it, dude. But yeah, a lot of artists who make webcomics, they have their Twitter, and I follow them, and it's always nice to keep up with them and shit.
That's
like that.
cool, dude. That's so awesome.
But yeah, I'm always about like supporting just like anyone who does anything.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. Yeah, so am I, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there are a lot of, especially here, you know, there are a lot of artists on the come up. You know, I really love the podcast you did with Rosa Tati.
Really?
He's an awesome guy, bro.
I saw him
brilliant
at the
man.
Battle of the Bands at downtown.
Yeah, we were in a fashion show together.
Yeah.
Brilliant guy, bro. Smart as fuck.
He is, bro. Okay, we did meditating at like, what was it? No, it was a Halloween party, and I was kind of drunk too, but I was like, I need to sober up. I was like, oh, we're gonna meditate. I'm like, that's a good way to sober up.
Yeah.
That's
great.
I blew my mind, bro. Like he blew my mind, and like I was like, dude, I love you, bro. Like I was like, I wasn't even drunk anymore, but I was like, dude, I love you. I'm glad that I met you.
Yeah, and the stuff what you do with like Pariah P and stuff like that. He's doing crazy shit now.
I used to
know?
work with him at Chipotle.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you know he's opening for Doja Cat.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's doing a lot of big shit,
Yeah,
dude.
I think a lot. It's crazy because I was like, I think this year 2020 is gonna be like a lot of big shit for like everyone.
Really?
You know. But yeah, Pariah Pete here, or just Phoenix in general, like there's a lot of talent that people are stepping on. You guys are being slept on because I checked your subscribers and I looked at your views. I'm like, what the fuck? It's only like this many. Like it's only in the hundreds, bro. And I'm just like, how is that? Like, how's this shit not blowing up?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure Isaac would agree with that. You know, what I'm saying he definitely is a person that you know wants to be seen a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to stay very low key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
How come?
But I thank you for that. You know.
Yeah, but yeah, because like again, you guys are like this is shit like film quality shit. The quality, everything's just like top notch. It's almost like studio level. And I'm just like, seriously, you guys are like putting heart and passion, and I'm just fucking impressed. And whenever I see that, bro, I fucking gush. Like I can't.
Thank
like,
you, bro.
I'm being serious. Like,
Thank you. That makes me so happy to hear that, bro. Because we're fucking up all the time doing acid and shit, tripping about this stuff that we make. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes me like so happy that you know that is recognized, dude. I really appreciate that.
I want to know what is your basic creative process and how a video starts and how a video is made and like you know the before and after and during.
Okay. Okay. Usually a video starts off always by, you know, what is the general concept? You know, if we're not working with scripts or anything like that, what is general concept? Always first. Then it kind of goes into location. And then when we are thinking about filming, it kind of goes into like, okay, well, what extras do we need in this location? What extras do we need in that? Especially if we're doing something like multiple days, but you know, and then after we film and stuff like that, it kind of just goes into post, and that's where a lot of the magic is really there. You know what I'm saying? It really is as simple as that. Do I have a creative process? No. You know, I mean, I think everyone does, but it's all cerebral for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a thinker.
Yeah.
You know, I don't write on myself, or I don't, you know, try to make slideshows or draw fucking pictures and stuff like that. The creative process for me is literally being alone in my fucking room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think, honestly, that's how it is for everyone. And I think people that try to stipulate on a creative process being a ritual, I think, I don't know if that's inherently true. But what do I know?
You know, that's a new food for thought, because I always thought everyone was like, hey, you have to do this, and that. You know?
It's all organizing, really. You know, it's all a strategy. You know, it's really not that strategic. I mean, yes, you go into strategy when you have to, especially if the project is, you know, more complex. You know, obviously a lot more organizing goes into that. But you know, especially with like the stuff that I do, I try to keep it very simple and very low. You know what I mean? Just because I believe you could do more with that rather than starting at a higher point and trying to whittle it down.
For sure.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, I understand. And then so like for you again, you stay in your room. Do you like write anything down? Do you just like, or do you just keep it like, hey, I'm gonna keep this in my head for now, and then go to Isaac like, hey, I got this idea, let's do this.
You know, over time, currently, I've started to write things down. I'm not a writer. I think writing things down and I don't really know how to really write, you know, if I'm being honest, but I think like for me, writing is more of a way to retain ideas. You know, I sometimes, you know, I think of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard for me to grasp that, like catch it. You know what I'm saying? I think if I start writing things down more, I am able to capture those ideas.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a very forgetful person, but you know, sometimes when you're thinking about shit all day, you get like overlapping of ideas, and sometimes the original concept is like no longer because you've thought of all this other bullshit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think the key is, for me at least, and you know, what me and Isaac like to do, we just kind of like to keep it as fundamental as possible. You know what I'm saying? We don't really like to think too out of the box. We try to make everything as practical and as to get the most out of the less work we have to do.
I understand.
Yeah,
I gotcha. And so for you guys, is it always Isaac, or is it always you making the ideas, or like who is one usually initiating the videos?
Well, it really depends on the project, you know. So there's sometimes there are some projects that, you know, I spearhead more because it's more of my idea, and I'll have Isaac on it, assist with it, film, and the same thing goes for him. He'll have ideas that he'll spearhead, and I will be a part of it in some type of way. But we're always usually together, so we're always honestly like just thinking and coming up with bullshit and putting stuff together. You know, gotcha. It's interesting because like a lot of people tend to I wouldn't say to think, but in a lot of like group scenario, I think that's where a lot of that magic is when you do things with other people. You know, the problem with that is that, you know, that's kind of hard to get, you know what I'm saying? Only because, you know, we have ego. You know, we have things we feel like we are deserved for, you know what I'm saying? We have, you know, energy vampires, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And that's why I'm really grateful for Isaac and stuff like that, because there's none of that. You know what I'm saying? I could be as honest as I want. I could be as critical as I want, and he could be as critical as I want, and there's zero tension. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just why we work so well together. So I mean, it really just matters on what we're working with. You know, he works with a ton of people, I work with a ton of people. Not all the projects we do involve each other, but when we do get together, it's fucking crazy.
I understand. How'd you guys meet, by the way?
Dude, seems like forever. You know, we went to high school together, never talked.
Really?
Never talked. Yeah. So it's like, we got closer after high school, you know. We just I started getting into music. He did a couple videos for me, and we just always had awesome conversations. You know, I was there at his studio opening and stuff like that. We just always have just stayed together. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I mean, that's where the fuck we at. You know what I mean?
That's pretty good though. That's pretty good. Like, I've had a lot of relationships like that. I didn't talk to them during high school or talk to them at all, and now we're just like making connections, especially with like this whole podcasting. Me being involved more with the scene. They're like, hey bro, like I see you doing shit, I didn't know you do that. I'm like, yeah, I've always been into this, and like, let's work together. All right, fucking. Then that creates like a fucking unbreakable bond, and
really,
it's like a beautiful thing to see. And for you, how does it feel like, just do you guys work with Phoenix a lot? Because it seems like on your channel or on your Instagram, like I see like the same faces sometimes, you know. So for you, like, do you guys work with the same people a lot, or are you guys open to like working with more people often?
Well, I mean, I guess it just really depends, you know. I'm sure Isaac would have a different answer. I kind of like personally working with familiar people, just because I don't have to explain myself.
I understand that.
You know, like, and the people that I feel that I work with, like, they understand where I'm coming from, what I want to show, and it's the conversations we've had are just amazing. Like, it's real friends, you know what I'm saying? It's just people who fuck with each other, you know. It's not a job.
For sure.
You know, like, and sometimes it can be that way, don't get me wrong, but like, if I'm working with people like out of my own volition, it's really just like homies, you know what I'm saying? It's really, and yeah, I mean, and it's also a little bit of like, some people that we've worked in the past still continue wanting to work with us, so it's like, it kind of just like works out mutually, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of people, you know, and I just like to show that by having them in videos or part of any other project.
I understand that. For me, it's just like I just like being with them in general.
That's what I'm saying. I enjoy that company. Yeah, exactly.
And like I don't know, I haven't had like anyone bad. You know, like I just haven't met like anyone. But like that's a good thing though. But again, you don't know when like until you see it. But even then, I'm just like, oh, these people are cool. Like I can be myself. We can talk about ideas and we can share, and then we can just make something.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
For you, it's just like, do you ever find any struggles going on, like just being social either?
Absolutely. I mean, people are fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just get that off the bat. People are fucking weird. But yeah, absolutely. There's struggles with everything. It's not always as smooth sailing. Some things you calculate may not work out when you're there, or some people flake. Some people dislike ideas. Some people don't understand. Of course, you run into issues all the time. Now, like, have I personally ever had legitimate like issues? I mean, yes, but no. And the only reason why I say that is because, like, yeah, I've run into people who don't understand what I'm talking about, may not like what I'm doing, or whatever the fuck, But I try to mitigate that with being as honest as possible. I don't, like. There should be an equilibrium essentially of push and pull. I want you, but you should also want this to do this as well. And I kind of only like to work with people who understand this relationship. And over time, yes, it was challenging at times, understanding people, understanding how to communicate ideas. That's where a lot of my struggle is communicating these ideas, but I've gotten a lot better with it. And I try. I mean, I guess that's like half the battle, is like trying to not have problems at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's been issues. There's been difficult people to work with. I'm sure, and Isaac works with difficult people all the time. He does that shit full time. So he does that shit as a job. So I'm sure there's like, especially with money involved and stuff like that. I'm sure there's fucking cocksuckers for real, dude.
I understand. No, I know how it is. It's just like, because one thing that worries me is when, like, if the money comes here to Phoenix, and because, like, what if Phoenix becomes LA? How like everyone's trying to chasing after the bag. No one gives a fuck about like anything, like, because I feel like LA is really just kind of becoming like a more like, hey, let's be the same thing. Let's all be politically correct, even though it's like, a thing I really hate. Let's all be like this politically correct. Let's all be, safe space. Let's all be this fucking thing, this one-minded thing, and then just like not adventure to new ideas and thoughts,
And I think that is because we're trying to gravitate to this sense of oneness, whatever that is. And maybe technology might help with that. However, how else are we supposed to create new ideas, form new discourse, if we don't have things that challenge our own opinions? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I like to think of it as. I don't understand that. To your point, I 100% agree. Like, it is kind of weird, and I think Phoenix will be LA. There's a lot. California has really migrated into this area a lot. And I think the creative community is pretty much just waiting for those gates to be open. And if that is a crab in a bucket scenario, it probably will be. That's how it is for everything, essentially. But, I do hope that the people that are actually making shit and the people who are actually doing shit see the fruits of their labor. Yeah, for sure. And for your fruits of labor, what do you hope to see? I don't even know. I don't even know. I think, I tend to be a little bit more of a supervillain about things, like I'm just looking to create cool shit. I just want to create cool content, I just want to make cool shit. That's my goal for anything, I hope that I still will be able to make cool stuff with people that I love and stuff like that. I mean, where fruits of my labor, I don't know. I don't know of an end goal. And that doesn't mean that I don't have a plan. Yeah. But it's more of like, I think the best plan is no plan.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen Parasite?
I have.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I got that from.
Yeah, because it's pretty true. Like, no plan is a good plan, because life just fucking throws you curveballs and shit like that. But
seriously,
we can talk about Parasite in a minute. in like other
We can
movies.
talk about fucking anything.
Yeah,
We're gonna get to it.
But yeah, like, but my thing is like, of course you don't have a plan, and I understand that completely. Because for me, I'm chasing all these other things. I'm a video editor. I don't want to become a video editor. I'm doing this podcast. I don't want to be labeled as a podcaster because I know I can do more than that.
Yes.
Again, I'm getting back to modeling, and I want to take that thing like higher than I did before. Acting, definitely want to get into acting again. Cause like I showed you that music video, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also saw it on your page. That stuff was really fucking cool.
Thank you.
You did like an interesting project.
It was actually my homie friend, my friend Diego's idea. He was like, "Hey, bro, try to make a music video." Angel, he's also here in the chat.
What's up?
Yeah, he was just like, he was the director, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, like I just wanna like just make this crazy shit. Let's make blood." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like I've been wanting to do shit like this. I've been wanting to make bloody shit like since forever." It's like I'd never. I don't know. I guess I limit myself because I feel like me being myself, I can't really do much. But when I'm with friends, I can feel like I can do a fucking lot with the right people too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
People that do everything put too much stress on themselves.
Yeah.
You have to be able to trust other people's opinion,
Mm-hmm.
trust other people's validation. You know what I'm saying? And that is, I understand. In our environment, sometimes that's hard to come by.
Yeah.
And I understand not everyone has that,
Mm-hmm.
and I get that. But like, that's really where, at least in my opinion, that's really a lot where a lot of the magic and a lot of the ease of stress is, because when you do shit on your own, you are just worried about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're just always constantly worried. You're questioning your own fucking judgment all the time. You don't have anything to bounce off each other, and then fuck it, maybe say you do get a friend over and then you want to shout all these ideas you have about this and that, and you want them to be super analytical, you want them to understand all this stuff about it and look in between the lines and stuff like that. I just don't think it's really about that. It's really about discourse of ideas. Yeah, I don't know.
I understand that. I like that you're really open-minded.
I try to be, dude. I really try to be, because it's like I would get people. You're gonna get nowhere if you just are in a box.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
like yeah. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people that I've worked with that definitely try to be more dominant and try to be a more in control of their product, and I get it, because it looks great in everyone's head. What I'm saying? It looks amazing in your head, looks amazing in my head, and all that bullshit. Sure, that's great, but I just noticed that life is a lot about more comparable personalities rather than finding people to complete you. You know what I'm saying? It's about the crazy you can deal with.
Are you an independent person? Do you feel like you're more of an independent person, or more like of a groupie type of person,
I definitely am more social. I really enjoy people. I really enjoy chilling with people. I really enjoy just being in the area of people and energy. However, I really appreciate that downtime, because that's where things get very religious for me, and I think a lot of people don't appreciate that and try to look for that in other people, and then get disappointed when they don't get that.
Yeah,
it's all system. I've never really had those types of insecurities or anxieties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I kind of try. Everything to me is about just balance, honestly. I try to balance the time I have with myself with the time I have with other people. But I mean, would I say I'm extroverted? I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm an extrovert. I definitely want to say I'm an introvert. It really matters on like the situation, honestly. But I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm definitely a little bit more introverted, because I'm not really someone that is going to rush to tell someone something. Yeah. I've never like I can do nothing very well. And I can keep to myself very, very well. Other people just happen to excite an idea or a thought or some other weird memory particulate, you know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like that. I would say I'm more introverted if we're talking about the question.
I understand that. Yeah. And I think that's like a common trait for a lot of artists and just people who are creative, like, hey, I want to be an introvert because I want to keep these ideas to myself and I'm always in my own head, But yeah, same thing for me. Like, I need my alone time. Like, I definitely need to recharge because, God, just like sometimes being around people just kind of stresses me out too,
Yeah, dude, and it could be very draining.
Yeah.
Especially if you're around like people who you don't really fuck with as much as you think you did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could get very draining.
I understand that. So my thing for you is that, what are your thoughts on just AZ filmmaking on the scene here? Because I don't really know much about it besides you guys, and like I know other filmmakers that they do music videos, but that's about it. But you guys, I consider you guys actual filmmakers.
Thank you. Wow, dude. It's skinny. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that are really trying to do stuff, and if they were just given maybe even one opportunity, they could blow shit out of the water. The only thing about Arizona is that it seems to be, well, I don't know. I say that and then I don't. I think the creative community is really, really tight, but it's very underground. You know, they're not out. I think the problem comes with that because, you know, some people find that there being a scarcity of location, not enough variety, stuff that people have already done before.
Yeah.
And I mean, I personally disagree only because, like, you know, we know a really tight dude. Shout out fucking Steve, bro. He's a real homie. He just hunts locations and he just finds shit that, like, I didn't even know was like in Arizona. So it's like, if you really took the time to it for it, I mean, I think Arizona's a really nice location. I mean, that's half the battle of filmmaking, really. But if I'm being honest, I don't really keep track of a lot of AZ filmmakers or anything. Not to say that they're not making cool shit, but I'm just more focused on the stuff that, you know, I do with friends, I do myself, I do with Isaac, all that bullshit.
I understand that. So of course you didn't take any classes or modeling or any classes for acting or modeling, did you?
No.
Do you recommend it at least?
I recommend. I mean, I just think we're in such a digital age where you can, if you really have any type of question, you can find the answer for it. You know, it's the Google machine. You know, I hate giving all the praise to that, and I'm sure there are a lot of information that classes do offer that you may not get in real life. But I'm an observationist. Did I say that right? Yeah, I'm someone that observes a lot. So like when I'm able to observe and retain information, that's when I'm personally able to learn. So that, to me, I've never really felt like I needed any type of, you know, curriculum. In fact, I've never really like got in the groove with a lot of curriculum. You know what I'm saying? Like I did really good in school, but I was never a fan of school. You know what I'm saying? I was more just, you know, busy lighting frogs on fire and just, you know, doing whatever with my fucking friends.
And so is that how you learn, like, basic things like modeling and acting?
Honestly, just by looking at other people do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just, by that, honestly, and taking criticism. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a perfect person. I'm not an expert by any means. You
That's
know
a good
what I'm
trait,
saying?
though.
Yeah, and it, like you have to. You know, like, I think that's the only way you can get into anything. You know, you have to take criticism for what it is. You know, I'm open to other people's ideas. I'm open to other people's perceptions and their own realities, you know, how they may view me or anything like that. And that really helps me gauge where I need to go and what I need to do, essentially. So do I recommend classes? Sure. I mean, if you got the money for it, you got the time for it, I'm sure a class won't do you any harm. But is it mandatory? I don't know. Would you disagree?
No, I wouldn't disagree because, like, again, everyone has their own learning. That's why. That's why I dropped out of college because I was like, this shit ain't for me. You know, I was just like, this isn't where I'm supposed to be because being held back, or I don't know, yeah, like I did feel like I was being held back, or being a part of a class when I want to go at my own pace. You know, I didn't feel like I was just doing anything. You know,
facts. You know, I've gotten so much more fortune and so much more advice just being an individualist and learning from other people, essentially. The problem with college, I've always found, is that they take all of these obscure shapes and try to put them in a square hole, and then, you know, they force it, and once your edges are all whittled down and stuff like that, you have nothing fucking left and you're just loose in there, essentially, you know. Which is, I mean, you know, but then again, dude, I don't know, bro. I look, I think school is really good. You know, I'd want my doctor to go to school. I'd want my therapist to have gone to school. But do I think it's mandatory, especially for the arts? Probably not.
Yeah, of course. because again, everything's a YouTube search away.
Seriously.
Yeah, and for me, I'm like, you can say I'm an impatient person because like when I sit there and when a project could have gotten done like this day, I would kind of get ticked off and be like, yo, we could have done this yesterday. We could have done this. You know, we could have like made this a whole lot better. And so whenever I see that, when I ever feel like I'm on a chain, I'm just like, I can't do the thing because I don't have the thing, you know, to make me go.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck this, you know, like I just want to go. I don't want to worry about a check engine light. I don't want to worry about how much gas I got in the tank. I just want to go.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree, dude. Yeah, sometimes deadlines be getting to me sometimes. Like if I am trying to do a project and I'm thinking about it being released the 15th, and if it doesn't, if we have complications or we may have to do a reshoot or we're not able to get it done, you know, that will sometimes tick me off. But like, you know, I understand, you know, especially that's when it is to be hungry. It's what it is to be focused. You know what I'm saying? So what it is to be passionate, you know, to be completely fixated on something where the outside world does not matter at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting there and doing it. Absolutely.
Has that trait of yours like kind of turned off someone?
No, not that I know of so far. You know, I think it's just about honesty. You know, if I am looking at something to be done, you know, this specific time, I think the person will recognize that. You know, I trust that the person will recognize it. And if it's not that way, then, you know, we could have further conversations. And don't get me wrong, I try, especially when I work with other people, where if I do a project with other people and sometimes they take, you know, a longer editing process than someone else, you know, I completely advocate for that. You know, I'm just not into mediocrity. Yeah. You know, and I've gotten better at trying to, like, you know, not necessarily gauge that, but I've gotten better at letting people just do their fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Being comfortable not being in control. And that essentially kind of, I mean, like, has it ticked people off? No, I'm probably. Maybe they don't tell me. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, probably.
I understand. The homie brother Squid said my boy Ronan.
Yeah, that's my homie.
Okay,
bro.
I don't know. Someone said Yopper get me loot. We hate faggots, bro. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
I love brother Squids. It's my homie.
But yeah, how you doing, brother Squids? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, or welcome to the podcast.
I was actually trying to get him to come here, but
really?
I couldn't.
I'm always down for people bringing their friends.
Okay.
Last episode, the last guest, she had like 5 people in this room.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love that discourse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, again, it was fun because like I let them join into like, if you have anything to say about like music and you have anything to say about like what you think
that's
about
cool.
this.
We'll get him next time.
For sure, I'm down with that. But where did this worth ethic of yours come from too? Like, how did you become so fixated on like just your passion and how, you know?
Well, I got really obsessed with just execution. And when I realized, you know, doing projects earlier in the past that it's possible, I was like, wow, dude, that's pretty crazy. And also just honestly, my love for just creating shit, whether that be a visual project, whether that be a music video or something full feature. I don't know. I think that's just the passion. You know what I'm saying? I love to do it, you know? And it's different, I guess it's different between loving to do something than like having to do something. Yeah. You know, I'm generally pretty fucking lazy. If I'm being honest, like I'm gonna come clean. Like I can do nothing really, really well. Yeah. And if it was my choice to do nothing all day, I would. You know, but there's a lot of ideas I have. There's a lot of things I don't feel like I should speak on, but stuff I just want to do and create. And it's like I've always been that way since a kid. Yeah. You know, maybe not even creating videos, but just making stuff in general. So I guess this just translates into that. I guess. I don't really know.
I understand. But Squids, if you have any questions in the chat, go ahead and ask, bro. Go ahead and say something. But yeah, just
he's a fool, dude.
All right, bet. And we'll respond to it. No, I feel the same way too. Just like especially as a kid, I wanted to get things done. I've always wanted to just like create. And how this YouTube channel started was actually me and my friends would like watch Smosh a lot.
Smosh, yeah dude.
And then and we were part of this thing called Avid, and they were like, make a commercial about Avid. I'm like, oh, okay. So me and my homie Angel, we're like the creatives, and we're like, oh, bro, let's make this into like a whole ass fucking crazy advertising. And of course, it was the best video in the class. And that's when we're like, yo, we have a passion. Yo, let's just do this shit. Like,
that's awesome, dude. That's so cool, man. I was really introverted in high school, dude. I didn't fuck with nobody.
You didn't fuck with nobody?
And, other than like, squids and stuff like that. And I had, a couple friends and shit. But, dude, I was a different person in high school, man.
Oh, I same here. I was what you call a drifter, because I would hang out with everyone. I'd hang out with the goths. I'd hang out with the jocks, pretty girls, the nerds. Because, like, I was able to fit in with all these people.
Yeah.
But I wasn't exactly a popular kid,
Yeah, dude. I wasn't any of that, dude. I was like weird looking. Yeah, dude. My high school days were rough, bro.
No, hey, bro. I feel that because like do you like? I'm pretty sure now because you bro, no homo, but you're very handsome.
Thank you, thank you.
You got a fucking very strong jawline.
Thank you, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
You're fucking. You got style, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I'm just like, do you get girls who are in your DMs and shit like that?
I mean, look, the stuff I do with girls tend to be on a little bit more private side. Fuck it. What are we here for? Keep it secrets and shit. Look, I don't. A lot of people get the misconception that I get a lot of girls, but I wouldn't necessarily say that, only because like I kind of like I really try to stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I love women. I don't think anyone loves pussy more than me. Personally, I'm a sick fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just like everyone else. You know what I mean? But like, sure. I mean, I'm more in like, I don't like that DM stuff. I'm not really on like, I'm more of an old. I wouldn't even say I'm an old head. I don't want to say I'm an old.
You
head.
like to meet in person. You like to talk in person. That's what you're going at?
Honestly. And I think that DMing stuff is just a front, because they like to flirt and they like to say all this bullshit, but they're not about no fucking
bullshit.
No,
bro, without a doubt. It's like, I'll get like DMs from like girls and shit, and they're like, oh, you're cute. I'm like, all right, cool, so we can do about it. It's Facts. Like nothing. They're gonna just leave me on red. And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm about action. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sure, every once in a while, but I try to pay no mind, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I mean, and then like, back then high school was pretty much rough for you with the chicks and shit like that.
Oh yeah, big time, bro. I was not attractive at all in high school. Maybe some people might think differently. I don't know, but I the way I look now is not how I looked in high school. Absolutely not. and I honestly am happy for that. Those experiences, because they made me who I am now, and I hope who I am now will make me a cool person in the future. I can only honestly hope, because I don't think anything is for certain, no matter how much control you may think you have over it. So I don't know. You probably get girls, dude.
I mean, I can get girls for sure. Like, I used to have a fuckboy phase for sure.
Fair.
I had a fuckboy phase, and I would just bang and check that. But now that I got this job, and now that I'm actually growing up, I'm just like, oh damn, like I don't want to do this right now. Like, I don't want to just hook up. I don't want to, like, if you're going to
hit me love. You want adulation.
I want, for sure. Like, I want actual love. Because, like, another thing, too, is, like, I grew up in a small town, too. And I grew up in Yuma. And, like, a lot of my friends have, like, this cool high school crush thing. I never had that. And I'm, like, I'm kind of like, oh, damn. Like, I wish I had, like, that kind of long bond of, like, 4 years. And then we know each other. And I could be comfortable with that person. Like, no, I had to kind of put on a mask every day. Like, hey, I'm not weird. And then just like we can talk, But then like, of course, like once I get comfortable, I'm gonna show my weird shit. Like, oh, I'm into video games. I like anime. I like all this nerd shit.
All that nerd shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've never really been a monogamous person personally. Not to stay, and that's not a question on my loyalty. I'm actually extremely loyal if it comes to that.
Black men don't cheat. You already know.
Absolutely. But like I've never really been a monogamous person. I mean, I personally, like, I kind of just like, I guess my goal is to like live in some like remote archipelago and like sequestration with like maybe 2 or 3 girls and like a layer or something like that, and like like deceive and seduce all the wandering travelers that come in there, like something out of fucking Dracula or some type of phantasmagoria or whatever the fuck. That's my idea, personally. I've never really been a monogamous person. I think like the chase for monogamy really hurts us. I've never I think there's a lot of expectation we have to people. There's a lot of obligation we give to people who aren't us, that we feel can validate or complete or ground our reality. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look for that in other people. I've never really looked to girls for that. Some people some people are different, you know. I've always been rather secure with myself. That's not how it always been, you know what I'm saying? But now I've always been rather secure with myself to the point where I've never like felt like I've needed a girlfriend, you know. If it was up to me, I would want multiple girlfriends just because maybe I'm a sick fuck. But like
at least you're honest with that, because
yeah.
for me, during the fuck war phase, I wasn't really honest with it. I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'll text you back, you know. But now I'm like, damn, I realized the damage I did. I feel guilty about it. Now I'm like kind of going back and making up for it and just really changing my ways, because I really do feel like we shouldn't, because a lot of people say like, yo, bitches ain't shit, you know, all these hoes lie and shit like that. But then again, men ain't shit too. That's why girls are saying it a lot on Twitter, you know. So like sometimes you gotta listen to both sides and be like, all right, what's the bullshit? What's the actual part? And I'm listening to both sides. I'm like, all right, I'm the part where men ain't shit, where I'm like, hey, I'll text you later. So I'm gonna stop doing that, and I'm gonna start changing myself and become an actual respectable man and be someone that's like worth, you know, something, you know,
that love, that
exactly,
follow,
because like love is a beautiful thing.
It
you
is.
know, even if you don't get it, or even when it like does happen, learn to appreciate it, learn how to just accept it, because like you never know when it's gonna leave you again, you know. Like,
that's facts, dude. That's facts.
Because yeah, like I've missed out on a lot of gems too. Like I missed out on like a lot of girls. I'm like, damn, like I really fucked that up. I should have been this dude, but I wasn't that dude.
That's facts.
So yeah, now I'm trying to become that dude. Is like that's the right person, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I find that very commendable, dude. You know, saying I mean that's something a lot of women like. You know, women like men who they can follow, who have paths and have goals and orientation and stuff like that. You know, and they're really commendable.
I understand that. Yeah. Was it Squid said? Where do you think the film industry is going in the later years?
Dude, the film industry like today?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes, dude. It's been rough. Look, if I'm being honest, man, I don't know I actually want to know your opinion on films, you know. Where are you standing in that whole aura? Not on filmmaking now, but like just on
the industry.
Just films.
For film,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot of overhyped shit for sure. Like Joker. I like Joker a lot, but I think it's definitely worthy of some awards, but it made me cringe, and it was definitely a piece of art that I felt like a lot of people were like missing, you know, because a lot of people were like, oh, it's this fucking weird thing. I'm like, no, you understand, it's not just white male rage, it's a dude who's going through some shit that's a terrible world and that we can all relate to. I feel like a lot of people miss a lot of themes too when it comes to like a lot of films. Definitely a lot of political shit. I really hate political agendas, and when people are like, oh, we're not doing it, like with Marvel and fucking what's her face, the girl who played Captain Marvel,
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. How she was like, I want to eliminate, you know, fucking rights, and I want to, you know, activate all. I'm like, oh, again, there's a time and a place, you know. Like I understand you want to, but there's like, this is Marvel, you know. We're talking about superheroes, not gay people, and of course, like I want you to like, there's got to be regulations to this shit, you know. Joaquin Phoenix. Didn't the Oscars just happen or something like that? Yeah. Yeah. So he was talking about like, you know, how like minorities are not getting paid well, stuff like that. Other people who are just.
It is kind of weirdly political.
Yeah.
You're right. That's what I thought about it too. But if I'm being honest, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, go for it.
But just to piggyback on what you're saying, I 100% agree with you. That's a lot of the issues I have with a lot of films now. I enjoyed Joker, to a point. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it because it was great cinema. You know what I'm saying? The way it was shot, the aesthetics of that,
the story,
beautiful. Yes, I just think a lot of people lean to those type of stories because, you know, they get to pretend to be something else they're not. It's more things for people to pretend to be and all this bullshit. Yeah, you know, those political agendas, you're right, dude. I 100% agree with you. I don't think we're ever going to get out of that, though. Yeah. Because film industry is such, it's Geetus. It's money. You know what I'm saying?
But other than that, like, there's, you know, I don't think anything wrong with, like, creative process. Like, everything seems pretty top-notch. I mean, again.
What type of movies you like, dude?
What
type of movies do
I definitely like action. You know, John Wick.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I fucking love John Wick, dude. I love action. I like Logan a lot. That was, like, one of my most favorite movies. I'm starting to hate Disney a little bit just because of like what they're doing with a lot of their remakes. You know, Lion King was like whatever.
I knew, dude. I've been knew Disney was an evil corporation
Yeah,
since the Sandbox, dude. Since the Sandbox, man.
Oh man, but like, yeah, just like I kind of hate. I'm starting to hate Disney a little bit more, and like the things that they're doing. Even though, yeah, again, like we all knew that they were all up to like up to some bullshit. They're all up for the money, but I also don't like that how they're taking control of everything. Like they're slowly like, absorbing every corporate.
It's like an empire.
Yeah,
it's like if you were to look at it like a map and see like Nazi Germany,
yeah,
taking over Poland. It's like Disney. Yeah, dude.
Exactly,
yeah.
And it's just like shit like that scares me because we all know Disney's like very. They can control shit. Like they can literally tell someone like, "Hey, you're fired. We're gonna replace you," and they can do that. You know. So that's what like scares me a lot in the industry. Just like again, the loss of creativity and the loss of like uniqueness. But well, yeah, what do you think, man?
No, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I 100% agree. I look. If I'm being honest, man, I am kind of an old person when it comes to movies, dude. I love old movies. I'm such a fan of fucking classic horror, literary phantasmagoria, silent films, man. I just like I the only reason why I feel that way is because that is where cinema originated, man. You know, that is when they were really trying to figure out how do we make this stuff look real. You know, I like a lot of the new generational stuff and I'm a fan, you know, but like it's gotten to the point where, dude, this stuff is just being so dissolved and easily digestible, and it's just becoming fucking weird.
Yeah.
Saw Birds of Prey the other day, man. Whoa. Weird. Weird. You want to talk about like political agendas and stuff like that? Weird, dude. You know, I don't really know. Like, I think a lot of that is becoming because we have such an influx of technology. You know, that was something that was really interesting about The Lion King. Yeah, I never saw it, but I thought the technology they did, where it was like completely a CGI room, and then they were inside filming it and stuff like that. That is crazy amount of technology, but I don't think it's purposely being used correctly. And I feel, you know, like. I'm not really, I don't really know where, I just like obscurity. I like things that push the boundaries, you know what I'm saying? In content, in story, in filmmaking, I don't know. You know, like, I like stuff that is not afraid to commit to brash ideas and odd ideologies. You know what I'm saying? I like commitment. You know, I don't see commitment from Marvel. I don't see commitment from a lot of the newer generational stuff like they did in the past. You know, in the past they were committed to ideas where they didn't know how to make a giant fucking space alien look real, but they did it anyways. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I don't really know what I like because I like so many things. I like so many things, dude. You know, I like monsters, I like aliens, you know, who shoot laser beams out of their eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? I want to know all that, you know, but I like when things are exaggerated realities. I don't want to see real life. I experience real life on an everyday basis. Everyone does, okay? Yeah. You know, but like, I guess like, where I'm in is where you can't really tell if this is a work of fiction or a work of reality. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something like, you know, when we talk about Marvel movies, I think that's something like The Dark Knight does really well. Yeah. You know, is put this spin on exaggerated reality. And sorry if I'm rambling, but no, like, you're good. You know, I don't know.
Squid said, I think the issue with the film industry now is that we can't come up with the original concept. That's why everything seems remakes or reboots.
And you want to know why, dude? It's because it's already been fucking done before, and we can't seem to accept that. Yeah. You know? We need to stop trying to reinvent the wheel. It's already been done before. And if you watch a lot of these older movies, look, for a great example, dude, is Nosferatu. From 1922, it's a silent fucking film. Not everyone's into that, and it's pretty fucking boring. I get it. But the reason why I like Nosferatu is because there are a lot of horror elements that have been completely repeated. That is where a lot of that stuff was originated from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, we have to accept that the originality is very scarce. Just focus on making a good story. Yeah. That's it.
For me, I don't mind a remake, actually. As long as, like, you bring back the same emotion and feelings from before. You know, because I think that's the point of a remake. Like, hey, we want the newer generations and the old people to experience the same feelings from before. And, you know, something like Lion King, it was terrible. and I don't think there's ever been like a really remake where like people felt the same way of like the same back then. You know, I kind of see in anime a lot. There's one anime that comes to mind is Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, dude, I fucking love
Dude,
that anime. Dude.
It's a good anime.
The sorry to cut you
No,
off.
you're good. Go
but
for it.
The fucking music to that is beautiful,
It is,
dude.
it
It's
is.
great. I love how adult it is.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
No,
bro.
but yeah, like something like Devilman Crybaby, because the manga was like it was a good, but then
the
like
original anime too is also
it-
interesting.
It was all right too, and then like when they were like, all right, we're gonna remake it and like tell the original story for the most part. They did some like weird things here and there, but like even then, I enjoyed the whole experience. I was like, yo, like this kind of captures the whole thing of like what Devilman Crybaby is, like the whole themes, the emotions, and every scene that was important. And that's what like Lion King didn't do. That's what like a lot of Western things aren't doing. And I'm just like, that's what a remake should be. Is like capturing the same experience, being different at the same time, but still being this fucking great and beautiful thing.
And and to go back to it, dude, and completely agree with what you're saying. That's what I love about movies like Tron Legacy, man.
Mm-hmm.
The original Tron is it's classic, sure, but it's boring as fuck, and
Yeah.
it's low key kind of cringy. However, you're right. There are a couple of examples that are of legitimate remakes, and I have no issue with that if it's done well. However, if you're going to remake something, you have to seriously put a question mark over that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mediocrity can't be there.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you, man.
And that's another thing too, that people are accepting mediocrity more often now,
Of course.
because people thought like Lion King was the best shit ever. People are hyped
With
about
Beyonce and all that bullshit.
And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, yeah, Gambino's in it, but like I was like, it didn't, whatever, it's okay, Bambi, I'm like Bambi ain't gonna be good because if they're doing the whole real CGI thing, but yeah, just like I don't.
See, it's that CGI stuff I wouldn't say it's a problem, but that's something I love about a lot of older films is because there's none of that. They didn't get to that technology yet. They didn't have it. They had practical effects.
Yeah.
So it's like the problem with CGI is that it's so accessible and it's probably so much cheaper to hire fucking 20 people who could sit at a computer for 35 hours and generate images of Vin Diesel or The Rock or some bullshit than to pay actors. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these actors, especially in Marvel movies, are just acting in these green warehouses talking to green tennis balls, man. That's not acting, dude. And I think that's where a lot of those challenges come from. Not to say that I dislike CGI, because I think CGI does wonders for a lot of things. And if CGI was available in the fucking 30s, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's being very misplaced because it's being so it's everywhere.
Yeah, we need more practical effects like Christ. Like a good example is the original thing, or another good example is just basically any old school horror movie, how they did their shit. Or what was it? I think it was Alien.
Oh, dude, Alien, bro. Don't even get me fucking started about Alien. The first time I saw Alien, I said, fuck Star Wars. You want to know why, dude? Because aliens are not these dickless furry creatures on the forest moons of Endor.
Yeah.
They are these fucking parasites that impregnate you in the fucking mouth and burst out of your goddamn chest, dude. I was fucking 11 years old when I saw the first Alien, man. And don't get me wrong, the first Alien or the Alien trilogies and stuff like that, I get it. They weren't amazing because, like, a lot of weird creative decision making, stuff like that. But the first fucking Alien is iconic for cosmic horror, dude. Classic horror, practical horror, man. That's
or even like the original Jurassic Park 2.
Yes,
how they did
dude.
their things and like
yes.
Again, stuff like that amazed me, and you don't see that kind of passion nowadays. The only recent memory of like passion is Spider-Verse. And how they did their animation, because they did CGI, but they're like, hey, we're gonna do some 2D shit in the mixing of it. Like when they do smear effects, when they do like whenever someone gets hit, they do the pow. They, like
a comic book.
Yeah, like an actual comic book. I was like, see, that's the good shit, and like that's the thing I fucking love when like, hey, we're gonna go the extra step because we love it so much.
They put a question mark on it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And in my opinion, I think art should always be a question mark rather than an answer, because when you get an answer, like. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much I can really else explain to that. That's something I try to hold myself against, not against, but that's something I try to hold myself to all the time is the fact of of my art being a question mark rather than an answer, rather than anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I think you know, I think chaos is the best form of communication. You know, I just think that's where you get actual change and you get actual introspection and stuff like that. I don't know though.
I understand. For you, how do you feel about your own art, especially with like Street Blade Symphony? Because it was a very visual, crazy thing that I watched. I watched it like 5 times straight.
Thank you, bro.
Because I was like, all right, let me take in what the fuck I just watched. Like, you know, I was like,
thank you, bro.
Yeah, like I was just really impressed. Music was good, of course.
Thank you.
Visuals were impressive. I was like, is there something that I'm missing? You know, is there like, what were you trying to do with your art?
You know, I just that was a beautiful segue, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes to the same point. You know, I never looked at art as an answer. Art to me was always a question, and if it could give you questions and it could commit to the idea of being a question, that is where I feel like I've always stuck to things. You know, it's just some of my favorite movies and stuff like that. So it's like I kind of really focused on the Street Blade Symphony just being a macabre of aesthetic and art, you know, things that don't necessarily have to mean something, but you may think that it does. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Street Blade Symphony was this type of deep revelation of politics and society. I'm not going to say all that because it wasn't, you know, it really wasn't, you know, but like I think the Street Blade Symphonies was a way how I am trying to release music. You know, I don't want to release music through singles or through albums and stuff like that. I think that's just very oversaturated. So it's like, for one, I am just a huge fan of fucking music videos. You know, music videos that not only go with the song but have their own creative interpretations, you know what I'm saying? I'm such a fan of that, and I kind of just wanted that, you know. I'm just a big fan of film and music, and I've just always wanted to necessarily be a part of that, you know. The Street Blade Symphony was just basically meant to be a Jackson Pollock painting, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you see in it, you see. What do I see in it? I don't really know, and I kind of like that I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. Yeah, like I like the fact that I'm not able to explain it. That it's something that is simply in experience. You know, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not that complicated. You know, maybe it is just a flash of a lot of odd images and things that may not mean anything. But like, to me, I like that. I like that chaos.
I gotcha.
You know?
You like to have the visuals. Have you always been? Was that your part where you're like, hey, I want crazy fucking visuals, put that shit in? And are you always into like this whole futuristic crazy visual thing?
Yeah. Well, I pitched the idea to Isaac, and I kind of wanted the structure of it. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about 3 songs. I kind of wanted to be like this type of disjointed anthology, essentially. And yeah. It was cool because the Street Blade Symphony was kind of a mixture of my work and Isaac's, you know what I'm saying? We're still finding that like equilibrium is something we're definitely going to be experimenting with the second Street Blade Symphony. But yes, the futuristic visuals. Yeah, I like I like futurism. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a futurist, but like I like these the chaos of the future. I like dystopia, you know what I'm saying? I'm into futurism, you know, I'm into all those things that come with that. So I mean, yes, you know, like I'm just a big fan of that, you know. That's kind of like a love letter to those
Pretty sure you've seen the Cure, right?
Oh yeah. Kira's fucking weird, dude. Kira's fucking weird. I don't know, but you know, like I'm a big fan of like that Blade Runner. You know what I'm saying? 2001: Space Odyssey. That gritty, you know, dystopian, you know, aesthetic.
Because like for me, you know, going through your Instagram and going through your videos, is like you have those, you know, those sunglasses that look very futuristic, and like just your overall style is pretty much futuristic. I think you're very good at doing that.
Thank you.
Just bringing that out, you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should do that more, just because like I haven't seen that shit before, you know.
Thank you.
Not a problem, but like it's just like stuff like that is what I like to see here in the AZ community. That's why I like the uniqueness. I like damn, like no one's doing this, you know? And I feel like more people should look at your shit.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate
not
that.
a
You know, I try not to overcompensate. You know, I try to keep it grounded. You know what I'm saying? I don't I guess that tinge. I try to make stuff similar to how I dream, essentially. You know, with life and experiences I've had in these weird alternate conscious states of psychedelia. You know, it's just stuff I've gotten very familiar with. You know. Yeah, I really appreciate your words, dude. That makes me really happy because, dude, I was always so worried about, you know, the Streetlight Symphony being too chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
No. Definitely not. My favorite parts were like, I like the second song a lot. I like the transition from the first song to the second song.
Thank you. And
then like after that, there was like a lo-fi beat kind of going on. It was what would you always say? It was like, you were just like mumbling, or you weren't mumbling, but like you were just saying a phrase over and over this lo-fi beat, and I liked it. Like it was I just like vibing to it. And then that one, like the last song too, where you're like that kind of park, you know, smashing shit. I love the chaos of that. I love the chaos of that video. I was like, that represents just a lot of crazy shit that I think that represents you a lot. And yeah, I just like that video a lot.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you know, and I'm definitely trying to tighten up and make the second Streetlight Symphony an even weirder package, essentially. You know, I don't really like, I've really strayed away, you know, like from the singles and the albums. You know what I'm saying? I like visual projects. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of a way of like, you know, and I've been out of the music game for a minute only because like I try to retreat to make sure things are actually done correctly. You know, to make, like, that's something I respect a lot from a lot of older filmmakers. Is that back then, you know, things were made when they were fucking ready, dude. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like an influx of trying to pump new content out or something like that.
I gotcha. So when's number 2 coming out?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Dude, if I'm being honest, those things take a life of its own. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just obsequious to these ideas, you know, like, it is coming though. It is coming. You know, the audio for it is being finalized, and then, you know, the visuals and stuff like that will be filmed. It will be coming this year. Without a doubt. Okay. But I don't have a date for you. I have no clue. It's okay.
I just want to know, because it was really good. I was like, I want to see another one.
Thank you.
And another thing too was that, like, when in the description, of course, there's your SoundCloud link. It wasn't there. Do you take it on your SoundCloud, or what happened, man?
I don't actually know. Maybe I might have switched my username. Maybe it's still there. I don't know. Okay. It could be a couple things, but you can still find my SoundCloud if you just type in Ronan X.
Okay, gotcha. You should put that on Spotify, by the way.
I will. That is something I will definitely do for this next set of songs that will be coming out for the Streetlight Symphony. I will be getting on Spotify.
Because like it was, again, I was like, no one should sleep on this album or this. Is it already mixtape?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. If honestly, dude, the way I was thinking about it was just like, these are 3 songs to show you what the fuck I'm about.
All right, that,
you know what I'm saying?
That explains it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking of this being like an LP or an album or anything like that. You know, these are just completely 3 songs that I've made in the past, and this is to show you kind of what I'm about.
And so, what's your involvement with music? How do you? Because you're definitely into, you know, acting and modeling.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about music and, you know, doing it?
Music is so weird. I love sounds. You know what I'm saying? I love there's a lot of versions of music I really, really enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I'm very open-minded when it comes to music, but I just love sounds, you know. I love lo-fi. I'm a big fan of lo-fi. I love futuristic sounds. I love some versions of EDM. You know, I wish I could say that my involvement was in music is a little bit more complex, but if honestly, the things that I do when it goes to music, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to anything I do, is honestly, it's just a reflection of things I just enjoy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the only things I really know. And yeah, you know, like, My music was I've just been a fan of music. Always been a fan of music, and I kind of just wanted to be a part of it. You know, I don't want to be looked at just as a musician, just as a rapper or anything like that. You know, I don't really experiment with harmonics or any type of inflection of the voice. You know, I kind of stick it generally to rap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know,
No, I understand completely. Just double checking the mics real quick.
yeah,
Yeah, but cause yeah, like again, it was a very good song.
Thank you.
It was a very good mixtape. I'm gonna label
Sure.
it as a mixtape. Yeah.
Talk whatever you want,
Yeah,
bro. I got no answers for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like a very good mixtape, and I of course I want to see you just keep doing your thing. I want to see you just not only just keep acting and modeling, but the music was very good as well.
Thank you.
And of course, I fuck with music a lot too. I have my own, beats. I have my own music going on.
Oh, cool. You do like producing and stuff like that?
Not. I don't call myself a producer just because I'm not as skilled as everyone else.
But you experiment in producing. That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty much that, and it's a thing that I'm, I guess, experimenting with, and I have a song called Food City Gang. It's a dumb song. It's like a meme song, like Lonely Island and shit like
dude,
that.
I know all about meme songs.
Yeah.
Don't even tell me that.
So yeah. Or do you fuck with Joji?
Dude, I'm a huge fan of fucking Joji, bro. He's such an inspiration, bro. I love his visual aesthetics.
Have you seen Run?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
dude. Yeah, but
yes.
I cannot stop listening to it, man. I've listened to a lot since it came out.
Every music video I watch of him, I'm just inspired to go make something. You know what I'm saying? It just inspires me. I love his creativeness, and dude, I love his sounds, man.
Yeah.
Love the guitar riffs and stuff. That album was fucking amazing.
It
dude. One of my
was.
favorites, dude.
Um,
He's a big inspiration.
Of course he is. But yeah, Food City Gang and meme shit like that. That's basically like the Filthy Frank side. Of course, I want to make my own serious, quote unquote, Joji side of things. Because, of course, I'm just hey, I don't want to just become a funny dude. I want to be this artist too. Experience, hey, here's my emotions. Here's how I feel about things. Here's, the trauma I've been through. I want you guys to experience that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand that. I want to make just art.
That's
basically.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I think the best way for that is for you to enjoy it yourself first.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with it, people are gonna fuck with it.
Yep. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Me?
Yep.
Hopefully living in some type of cyclopean layer. You know what I'm saying? With a couple girls, you know what I'm saying? My goddesses, my seductresses, my concubines, that's where I see myself in 5 years. I mean, that's where I see myself now. That's really my goal, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? I would just want a dark layer.
Yeah.
With candles and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like a fucking vampire. I feel that. I feel that. Dude.
Yeah, I really am. So that's where I see myself in 5 years. What about you? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
Now that doesn't seem very long.
Yeah. No. Yeah. For sure. I still see myself here in Phoenix for sure. Because I'm just because I kind of have this year and next year planned out.
Cool.
And this year is about basically expanding myself and basically just putting myself out there. Next year is controlling it and just really executing more often. I don't know what the next 3 years are. Anything could happen. I could be in LA.
You're right.
So I do see myself still working more. I do see myself still making content for sure. What I hope is that I hope I'm making art at that time, not just being corporate stuff. Because I work for a company and I'm just I love working with them, but I'm still just this is company corporate shit. This is hey, we're interviewing this person who does this. It's very news, There's no art to it, which is okay.
Still creativity.
It's still creativity. How we work along together pretty well. But I'm still just I want to make crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And just be a part of crazy bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I 100% agree with you.
But hopefully within 5 years, within 5 years, I do see myself having just a head, just having a throne, what I'm talking about? Just
having your place.
Exactly.
Yes, I get you. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's why I see myself doing in 5 years, have my own place.
Dude, it's coming, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
Arizona, I think is really, really growing, man. I'm starting to see clips of AZ and some really, really low budget movies and stuff like that. And it's like Arizona's, dude, it's only a matter of time. It's how I think of it, dude. It's only a matter of time to whatever eyes, Florida had their breakout. New York been had their breakout. California been had their breakout. Texas had their breakout. It's just really a matter of time, honestly. I feel.
Do you so you follow Toddy, of course. Is there any artists that you follow on here in AZ?
Artists, we talking like specifically music?
No, it can be anyone.
I could say a couple of my favorites. I don't know. I think her name is Veronica. I just know her Instagram is like Veronica PNG. She's really tight. I love her look, dude. I'm a big fan. Elijah Butler I love the photographs he takes, dude. The stuff he does with Rosa Toddy is so fucking delicious. His big head, I don't know if you've ever seen it. I don't know if you've seen his big head music video, but it is solid as fuck. Elijah Butler knows what the fuck he's doing. I've been wanting to work with him for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like those are just the some of the people that are coming up at the top of my head. I try to stay very away from social media. Not only does it kind of, I'm gonna be honest, not only does it kind of intimidate me, I just don't like being in that. You know what I'm saying? I like being focused on the stuff that I'm doing. And I'm so open to. Social media is a very interesting place now because it's like not only do I get the name, but I now get a face with the name. I'm a fan of so many models and stuff like that. I did a shoot recently with this model. Her name is Faith. She's in New York right now. She's awesome, dude. I'm just a big fan, I'm a big fan of a lot of fucking people. Too many people to fucking name. If I'm being honest, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. What about you, dude?
For me, I definitely follow a lot of musicians, of course. That's because I started following Pete first. And of course, I'm familiar with a lot of musicians. But now I'm following you guys, a lot of visual artists and a lot of painters and a lot of, models and photographers. That I'm sorry, But for me, the whole AZ thing and blowing up, I just saw, do you know Saya? He's another AZ artist here. And he was on Pete's.
Oh, Isaiah?
Isaiah? No, I don't know. But
well, I know his name. I think I've seen him before.
But he was on Pete's Take Your Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sings the chorus of it, and
yes, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But he was on Lyrical Lemonade. Jalopy Bungus was on Rap Nation right now. His music video got uploaded on there, and so I'm just like, damn, all these people are getting noticed. I really hope someone gets on fucking Tiny Desk, or Colors, something like that. I really hope a lot of artists get on Genius. Really hope a lot of artists just get exposed to a lot of crazy shit. That's what I'm hoping for. Brothers, Squid said, the Wild Wild West is coming. So just crazy shit.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy
it's only a matter of time.
I can just fucking sense it coming, and I'm just I just want it's gonna be fucking amazing,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Even though I try to stay very low key. You know what I'm saying? I just I love seeing the stuff that other people are fucking doing, and I love seeing them enjoy it, man. It makes me enjoy the stuff we're doing. You know what I mean?
Another, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, another thing I was gonna say that whenever I see people doing this crazy shit, I get proud, but then also disappointed myself.
Absolutely.
Because I'm fuck, I could have done that shit.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that feeling of self-doubt because then it's okay, well then do it, cocksucker. Do it. You know what I'm saying?
You're your own critic. You're calling yourself yo, do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really enjoy that. I enjoy kind of being a little bit discouraged at seeing other people's work because it maybe become from a joyous or an envious point of view, but it's that is because I'm really inspired. You know what I'm saying? And it's I feel if you don't get that, you're not truly inspired by whatever the fuck that person is really doing. You know what I'm saying?
I think you might agree with this, but I believe in the whole competition is is pretty beneficial to a lot of people. Than to, or not more than, but then to be compatible. Than to be working together. Because I always believe in pushing each other. A rival thing.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's definitely have to be a sense of that. You know what I'm saying? you know, some people just like to move with malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, when we talk about competition, but yes, there should be elements of competition. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people that I work with that do a lot of cooler projects than I do, and stuff like that. And that competition is nice because it makes you. It honestly does better yourself. You know, like fuck what other people say about you being envious or jealous, but like to me, if you just repurpose that energy into a project you're doing or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? It only makes you better. It only makes you better, I feel.
Of course. Anything about those quits. So we've gone through like basically a lot of my topics, or actually most of them, pretty much.
Cool.
A lot of things I wrote down. I only have like things for like just dumb shit, like because you guys talk about like film a lot on your podcast. So my thing is, how do you feel about Uncut Gems?
I liked Uncut Gems. However, I just thought it was a little bit lackluster. I thought it was a little bit of the weaker A24 films, you know what I'm saying, personally. But, you know, I enjoyed Adam Sandler. I thought the ending was a little bit weak. It was surprising. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit weak, but it was surprising, so I kind of gave it the benefit of the doubt. I was looking for more of an acid trip, personally. It was a lot of talking. His girlfriend was fucking delicious.
Oh, bro.
Holy dick. Yeah, dude, so hot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot better. Yeah. I'd rather watch a weaker A24 film than a lot of the stuff that's coming out in this climate, personally. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it, unfortunately. You know
I liked it a lot, for sure.
You liked it?
But
That's cool.
I didn't love it a lot, you know? Like, it was, for me, it's like 8 out of 10, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, like, the ending, like, fucked me up. I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, yeah.
And that shit, like, that was a total fucking, like, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, in my head, I was like, someone's gonna die. Like, in my head, I was like, someone's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, whether it's gonna be Adam Sandler or anybody else.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, someone's just gonna fucking die. Of course, like, all this shit's gonna bite him in the ass, you know? I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, like, the ending happened, and I'm like, what the fuck? That shit happened, and then like I left the movie theater with my friend. I was like, dude, that just fucking happened. What the fuck, bro? Like,
but that type of surprise element I really liked. If I really liked, even though I didn't really don't really necessarily agree with that creative decision, I really enjoyed the fact that it was able to surprise me, that I was not able to predict it, and that's why I was okay with the subject matter.
Yeah,
what happened essentially.
You know what I liked about it was like how it took place in like 2012, right? How like they showed the older iPhones and like a lot of older things, and showed like how The Weeknd was like performing at like underground clubs and shit like that. I like that aesthetic of it because it was like, it wasn't old school. It wasn't like, because a lot of movies do 80s or 90s, but it was like, no, we're gonna take about 2012, which is like a weird year.
It is a weird year,
and
but you're right.
Yeah,
I also really enjoyed a lot of KG's performance because of how good and how much he was in that movie. The Weeknd was cool. I thought I would have rather him just to be and just to act, you know, personally, rather than him being always labeled as The Weeknd. We know who the fuck The Weeknd is, okay? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was only my grip, but the stuff he did was pretty fire.
Yeah. Squid said, what are you guys' thoughts on the new Ghostbusters? Is it still the women, the four ladies?
No. This new Ghostbusters is with like these younger kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, it looks kind of cool. I don't know. There are some frames that are kind of cool, but I'm not into it. I've become very picky, if I'm being honest, now in this movie climate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna see Sonic. You know, I was barely fucking hanging on in Birds of Prey, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's become like that. You know, I just become very like picky now. I guess, you know what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that like I'm very open to everything, and I'm honestly at the end of it, I'm a fan of anything that's done well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like this movie climate's just been just so fucking odd. Yeah, bro. So fucking odd.
Sonic. That's actually one of my questions. What do you think about Sonic? Are you hyped for it?
Look, dude, if I'm being honest, dude, I think it's so fucking fascinating how we bullied that movie into being better. Honestly. Bullying works, bro. Bullying fucking works is what I'm trying to say. We were not going to accept that movie as a society until it was at least subpar.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. And that new trailer, they said, you want Sonic? We're gonna fucking give you Sonic, dude. And he goes everything. Look, I don't know. I'm still not interested. If I'm being honest, dude, it's fucking PG. What the fuck do I need to see that Sonic movie for, dude? I'm a big fan of Sonic, man. Let's not even get that fucking confused. You know, I played a majority of a lot of the Sonic fucking games, dude. I'm a big fan of Sonic. I love that whole world and stuff like that. I think Jim Carrey is probably gonna carry that movie on its back.
That's what everyone is saying. Like, he's
You know
gonna
what I'm
carry that
saying?
movie as Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik.
But CGI creatures and stuff like that, I just don't. I'm not into it, man. I'm personally not into it.
Bullying is real. But yeah, no, but yeah, I was definitely like, oh man, like, because as like you said, you're big, like, or you like Sonic a lot. Same here too. I used to be a big Sonic fan when I was like a kid and shit.
I hate Sonic and Smash Bros. Smash Bros 4, dude, it's fucking
annoying.
annoying.
Oh yeah, he's fucking annoying. Yeah.
Sorry,
but no, you're good. Like, no, and I'm like one of those fans that are like, oh, the old school Sega Genesis games are the best because they are. I don't care about Adventure 1 or 2, but because I never played them. But a lot of recent Sonic games or whatever. But, you know, of course, like, seeing Sonic is, like, you know, a reputation. And as a character, like, just seeing that shit go downhill. And then the movie is, like, basically being the nail in the coffin. Almost until they fix it. And I was like, all right, I guess there's some hope, you know?
Can you imagine if we never said anything about that Sonic? Could you imagine, dude?
There's always shit on Twitter, like, an alternate universe where motherfuckers still saw the shitty Sonic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to see it?
Loki, yeah. Just to see how it plays out. Just to see how it goes. Just see if it's good or not. You know, I'm not going to go on, like, high hopes or fucking, you know, or going to go shit on it.
Did you see Detective Pikachu?
Yes, I did. I actually liked it.
Word?
Yeah, I actually liked it.
All right, you're going to have to convince me, bro, because I fucking despise that movie. Goddamn Ryan Reynolds,
like,
that cocksucker.
I went in the same way, too. I was like, oh, it's Detective Pikachu. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Oh, shit. Pokemon. Oh, look. There's Squirtle. There's Bulbasaur. Oh, cool. They're doing a cool thing with Mewtwo. Oh, that's nice. That's how they did with Dittos, or, like, how not only they're copying Pokemon, but they're copying humans, too. You know, like, oh, shit, you know? But it's a kid's movie, so of course I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, this is fucking art." Bro.
I hated Ryan Reynolds.
You hate Ryan Reynolds,
and his fucking dickhead ass had to point out. It had to come up in the ending of it.
Actually, I see that too, because like I remember when they were first announcing the movie, they're like, "Oh, Danny DeVito is gonna be Detective Pikachu."
Dude, could you fucking imagine?
Dude, that would have been actually
he was, like, cursing and
I
shit.
I would have fucking loved it.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right.
But yeah, I like Detective Pikachu. I think it was pretty good. It was all right, you know.
Coming from a lot of the animated series of Pokemon, dude, personally, subpar, man. There are a lot of great fucking Pokemon animated movies. Let me tell you something, bro. The movies with fucking Latios and Latias where Ash turns to stone,
bro.
Solid. That's a cinema. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, and it's like I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I didn't even like the world. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how the Pokemon interacted with human beings. But I guess that's just me, dude. Yeah. You know, I've been a Pokemon fan for a long time. I was playing the card games, and maybe I'm just, and I kind of put that to me being kind of like a stickler on like things. I don't know how. Dude, if you gave me a Pokemon movie, I have no idea how I was gonna make that. Mewtwo was kind of cool. Like, he was like fucking in the cage and stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Like, I was like, they did that right, you know, for sure, because Mewtwo has always been this creature that's in the cage. And
he's becoming Megatron now. That's the only issue. You know, they're having that whole Netflix movie now, dude. It just looks fucking weird. He's just becoming Loki.
Squid said Digimon is better. I didn't see the Digimon movie. If there is one.
Hey, Squids. First of all, Digimon is not good, okay? The only reason why I play fucking Digimon is because you can make the Digimon poop. After that, dude, I was done. Digimon, he's such a fan of fucking Digimon, and I just don't even get it, bro.
Yo, Squids, have you played that Digimon Smash Bros game?
What?
Yeah, there's like a Digimon Smash Bros game.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's like, it plays like Smash, you know, 4 players on the screen, knock each other out. Yeah, like it's, I think it's on GameCube.
But it's only Digimon.
Yeah, only Digimon.
That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I found out by playing arcade in Mexico. Because, like,
that's probably the only place they had it. Yeah.
Here's the thing about Mexican arcades. A lot of those arcade cabinets, like this one, they have like a computer or something in there, and they're like modded. They're playing on emulators, you know.
So it's like a McDonald's, like Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. He said yes, but yeah, like he knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, like
whatever, bro.
That's how I found that out first. And then like when I was like watching YouTuber talking about like Digimon, and it's like no videos like here's a fucking Smash Bros game. Like I was like, oh shit, I remember this. Oh fuck. But yeah, that game's. I don't know if you want to look it up. Go ahead and look it up, bro.
I've never heard of that. If I'm being honest, I've never heard of that. That actually makes me very interested. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking check that out. Dude.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope to look out. But oh yeah, like Detective Pikachu, I liked it. CGI Pokemon movies, or actually CGI like a live action like Alita Battle Angel. I wanted to see that. I heard it was pretty good.
I saw it.
You saw it? Because it's an anime adaptation. And y'all know how anime adaptations go.
Look, I would stick to the mangas.
Stick to the manga?
I would stick to the manga.
Okay.
I mean, look, Alita Battle Angel is actually kind of cool. I really have always enjoyed the world of Alita Battle Angel, but I didn't think this CGI remastered did it any justice. I think it just kind of left it very weird.
Okay, all right, for sure. Then
very groundless. But that's just my opinion, dude. I would recommend. I recommend seeing any fucking movie. You know what I'm saying?
I feel. What about the Fast and Furious? Especially with the new
God, dude. Look, if I'm being honest, I'm glad they didn't go to space. All right, but they might. Bro, they might. Okay, so I got Quinjets and motherfuckers catching cars. I don't know what's going on in that fucking movie, dude.
I remember like because I was watching your guys' episode on the podcast about how you guys were like, yo, what if they did time travel? I was like, yo,
yeah. Could you imagine? That's what I'm saying. What if the lid on it is now open? Yeah. So any possibility could happen. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna see it. That was a 4-minute long trailer, dude.
I didn't even watch it. I just know like, oh, another one, cool.
I wasn't going to watch it. I wasn't gonna pay no fucking mind until Isaac FaceTimed me and told me to watch it. And I was like, fuck. Now I gotta feel like I have to. Now you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Grip said, forgot how far they got. Yeah, they're on 9. No.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on 9.
And the saga will continue. Holy dick. It will fucking continue.
It needed to end when the Furious 8, right? Is that what the one with Paul Walker?
Dude, if I'm being honest, I lost track of the Fast and Furious movies. I really enjoyed the Fast and Furious movies when they were more indie, more street. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Up to 5, I believe. After 5, if I'm being honest, kind of got weird.
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw, whoa. Weird as fuck, dude.
I mean, good thing it was a side thing. Like a side
should have never been made. Personally, but thank God it was a side thing.
Yeah, because if it was like a main story, like, oh hey, these are the main characters now, people would have hated that shit.
Facts, dude.
But Facts. Yeah. Have you seen Parasite?
Yes.
Yeah, what would you think about it?
Look, I'm a big fan of Bong Joon-ho, whatever. I apologize for butchering that fucking Korean ass name, but. Look, one of my favorite fucking movies he's ever done was The Host. That was one of the best fucking monster movies I've ever seen in my entire life, right? I'm a big fan of his style and his creative decision making. I would have wanted a little bit more violence from it. I thought it was a little bit boring. I thought it had a lot of good themes on the rich and poor class. I loved that like subterranean chamber and stuff like that they were in and stuff like that. I really enjoyed the themes, but I really would have wished that last act where the guy breaks out, I would have wanted that to be a little bit more violent. Only because the only reason why I say that is because there was a lot of tension build up and I didn't feel like it paid off.
What was dumb is remember when he fucking threw that rock on that kid?
Yes.
His head should have been split open, not fucking bleeding. Yeah. I was like,
should have just been fucking
I was like
eviscerated. Yeah.
I'm like, what? No, that's not how boulders work, bro. But
I liked how you saw it though. I liked how they didn't cut away or anything like that. You saw it, and I don't know how they did that. That was actually really impressive. A great Korean film. If you like that type of like styling, that type of creativity, it's called The Wailing. The Wailing is a long movie. It's about 3 hours, but dude, it is fucking great. A great Korean film. I always recommend that.
Because for me, Parasite was actually my first Korean film that I saw. Yeah, like I didn't see anyone before that. And I was even like messaging on like Twitter and Snap. I was like, hey bro, like I never seen this Korean movie. I'm called Parasite, and let me know what you think about Korean movies. I'm like, oh yeah, like no, you should go watch it. Especially this director's really fucking good. I'm like, all right, cool. I was fucking blown away. And you said, subpar because you're used to those things. This is my first experience. So for me, I was fucking blown. I was like, damn, like this is what I've been sleeping on Korean movies. Fuck, dude, I'm an idiot.
Well, those Asian people, dude, they have a completely different mindset when it comes to making films, dude. Yeah. I have always loved Asian filmmaking because they are fucking weird, and I love it. I love how weird they get.
Yeah.
I love how non-corporeal they get. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I didn't get that from Parasite. I wish I just would have seen more of it. That's all. I thought it was a good movie though. Yeah. And I thought it was completely worthy of its nominations.
Oh no, for sure. And the way he fucking said on like the nomination, he was like, if you just look over there, if you just read the subtitles, you will enjoy a whole new world of movies. You know,
seriously.
And I was like, damn, like that kind of sums up America. You know, like we should just be more open to more movies. You know. No,
seriously, yeah. And
more ideas, and I don't know. I just feel like definitely America should like just take notes from other people.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, unfortunately, a lot of these. Well, I wouldn't even say unfortunately, but like a lot of these more foreign type movies don't really fit our Western ideologies. You know, that's what makes them so different. At least I feel, and that could kind of turn some people off. Yeah. You know, I know plenty of people that don't like to watch these movies like that because of the fact that they have to have subtitles. You know, they find them distracting. All that bullshit. I completely get it. Yeah. What was it?
Squid said, "What about Parasite the anime?" Actually, I didn't see it. I haven't seen it.
The first Parasite anime is actually really good. I love the fucking manga, dude. That was one of the first mangas that I was like so encapsulated by how it was just drawn and stuff like that. Parasite is good.
Good.
2 thumbs up.
I fuck with the theme song though.
Yeah,
theme song's really good. But yeah, that's all I have, bro. That's all I have for these questions. We're already like, you know, time is almost up anyways.
What do we have right now?
Almost 2 hours. We're at 1:54.
Holy shit, almost 2 hours. Wow, dude, that's awesome. So, I can have a conversation forever. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
I mean, one thing we can bring back up was the whole like fitness thing. How you were interested in that, and I can just fucking
sure, dude. Go. Talk to me about it. I'm interested. You go to a gym?
Yeah, I go to a gym for sure.
Cool.
I go to EOS. A lot of people there are like, you can tell they're Instagram models.
Really?
Yeah, because like they're really toned, they're really fit, especially the girls. Like you can see it in them, you know. And some of them too, they even wear like t-shirts like, "Oh, sponsored athlete" or some shit like that, you know. And I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Like you can do that, you know. But yeah, for me working out, it's just like it's more of a lifestyle than of a thing to be like, oh, I need to stay in shape, you know. Because once you pick it up and once you start getting really into it, you're like, I don't want to slack off anymore. Because when you feel like you slack off and you go back to the gym, like, oh, I can't lift the same weights I did before, you feel really disappointed yourself. But then the disappointment brings you back up, like, no, I want to lift it again, and then go even more. So it's like a cycle that happens a lot to me.
Well, I've always been interested in fitness, talking about the mental health of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the fitness, you know, especially people that struggle with, you know, depression and stuff like that. It's really good for them to get into fitness because if they could at least do that, they can feel like they completed something. That's really good for mental health. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it definitely was an escape for the type of therapy because, like, you know, I got picked on a lot. I like high school wasn't the best thing for me either. And so, of course, like letting out the anger through weights, you know, sometimes just getting it out of your system is like the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yeah, it's like jerking off.
Basically, basically.
Yeah.
Basically what you're doing. But not even that. Like, you get I get a confidence boost out of it. Like, I like to come home, just take off my shirt, like, oh, yeah. You know, like,
That's
and
cool
like,
as fuck.
Even though I'm not the biggest dude ever, I'm still just like, see, look, I did that, you know? And so that helps a lot. That, like, the mental health aspect, it's not the worst thing ever. And I see a lot of people get intimidated by it too, and I always tell them like, nah, dude, it's not even like that. First things first, pace yourself.
Facts.
I always say that. I didn't start off lifting fucking 100 pounds and shit like that. I didn't start off curling fucking like 60, 80 pounds.
So what is like your regimen? Do you do like a 3-day week type shit every day?
I go for 4 days for sure, but sometimes I go 3 just because of like how my week goes. Sometimes I get busy and like, you know, things happen.
Yeah, so absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, like I definitely like for sure like skip days. I definitely skip leg day. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, no, I definitely skip some days here and there. But yeah, no, for sure, like chest day, arm day, leg day, back day, and like if I'm not doing anything like the other day, I'm gonna do cardio. I'll just go for a run. I'll just do boxing. Back in high school, I did cardio a lot, but then like after high school, I kind of like started smoking too. I started drinking, and I was like, all right, well, I'm like, my cardio went to fucking ass. So now I do boxing to like make it up for it. Cause like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't really do like, I can't run miles anymore, you know? So like I have to like do something for cardio. I
hear jump roping is really good for cardio
too. That too. But then just like a lot of body workouts too. Like just go home and do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. Don't do crunches because those don't really work.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's not really activating your muscles. You know, it's not really activating. You're just kind of, you know, it's like. Let me try to like put into things you understand. Like,
it doesn't have to make sense. I promise you, I'll get you.
I don't know. It like, basically just not really like doing much for your body. You know, like how I said, you're better off doing an intense workout for 45 minutes than to be jogging for 35 minutes because you're not pushing yourself. Crunches are basically half of a sit up. You know, why don't you just do the full sit up?
Yeah, true. No, you're right.
Yeah. So like it's just like that. Working out. But like another thing too is I like 80% diet too. Diet helps a lot.
Diet as far as like what do you eat?
Basically not every day is unhealthy. Pretty much like I like to have like basically a home cooked meal. I like to make myself eggs, or I like just make myself something at home. I do eat like a lot of sandwiches. You know, even the carbs are like they're the reason why you can get fat. They're the reason why you get belly fat. So that's how you get the abs. I really like Takis and like a lot of hot chips, but I try to stay away from that because it gives me heartburn. So that's why I do bad in cardio a lot. And that really fucks up your intestines too. So their whole digestive system, you know, because that's how you take in the proteins, that's how you take in everything. I'm not really like a whole fucking like I count how many vegetables I eat. I don't count my calories. I'm just really mindful of what I eat, you know. So not every day I get a burger.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm just like, oh fuck it, I'll get it now. Oh, then I'll get a protein style. You know what that is, right?
A protein style like what?
Burger. Basically, like instead of the bun, you get like surrounded by lettuce.
Oh, okay.
You get the lettuce instead
like
of the
a
bun.
lettuce wrap or some shit.
Yeah, and I go to Chipotle, and I just get chicken and white rice.
Okay.
Yeah. So, basically, stay away from greasy foods.
Okay.
That's what I do for sure. That's how my diet is. You know, it's not the best, or it's not fucking these whole top model thing. But it's definitely just like a lot better than a lot of people, you know?
That's actually really interesting. You know, I really want to get into fitness. I wanted the time to actually know what I'm doing to allocate for it. You know, that's why I actually really enjoy hearing you talk about it, because then I could find something that works for me, you know?
Well, it's something I tell everyone's like, yeah, just you know, just do it. But again, like that question too, like, because sometimes, you know, just doing it is not the whole thing, because people are like, oh, what else? I'm like, because people get intimidated by the diet thing. Again, I'm not doing the whole diet thing entirely. I'm just like, oh, I'm just being mindful what I eat.
Facts.
Just like, you know, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't really have like anything crazy today. Fuck it. I'll go get a burger. Fuck it. I'll go get some chips. I'll go fuck up something today.
Facts.
Same shit with drinking. I don't drink every night either. But when I'm like, oh, I didn't have beer for like the past 2 weeks, I'll go get a beer. I can get away with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And you're young too, so like you can get away with some things, of course, and you can burn it off easily. But yeah, it's just like really being mindful of like how you take care of your body. It's not really about being the biggest dude or being the most crazy athletic person. It's about really just taking care of your body.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Have you ever had a psychedelic experience?
No.
Wow.
Really? I mean, or does weed count?
Have you ever had like an edible?
No.
I wouldn't. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
But you haven't done anything like, you know, shrooms or acid, DMT, nothing like that. Okay.
What about you?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I'm actually very passionate about, you know, a lot of alternate consciousness.
You're not the first guest that's had been like that, actually.
Yeah, that doesn't make me think anything of you.
No, I got you.
I mean, have you ever been like interested in?
Yes, I have. Like the whole DMT thing, because apparently, like, isn't like the closest thing to death or something like that? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty damn close. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. At least to what I think. I don't know. I've never really experienced
But
death,
another thing
you
is
know?
like, so you know how you fucking text me like, hey bro, do you smoke? And I said, no, I actually quit, because like for me, smoking pot is like, I always like, for the most part, I get paranoid high. There is some chance where like I don't get high or paranoid high. I just get like a nice chill, like, yo, what's up, dude? You know, the typical stoner high, you know? But yeah, for the most part, I get like paranoid high. That's why I don't really smoke pot anymore, because I've always had like nothing but bad experiences.
That's fair. You know, I was only asking that question just to break bread. You know, I was really
I understand.
Yeah, you know what
like,
I'm saying. I think half the battle of a psychedelic experience is doing it in the right area, honestly.
Okay.
And doing it with the right people. I've been a part of some experience and stuff like that. You know, I'm really into like shamanism, and I'm really into like, you know, group session and stuff like that. But that's cool, man. I don't know, mate. Have you ever been interested?
Yes, for sure. Like But that's the thing, like, if I get paranoid off of weed, I'm probably gonna get paranoid off of like shrooms and shit like that, you know?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I guess the key is to like understand what it is to let go.
Okay.
Yes, you're dipping your toe into like literally another dimension.
Okay.
Yes, that is gonna give you some type of anxiety.
Yeah.
But if you are in a scenario where you know you are going to come back from whatever the fuck you see, you will survive. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just interested. I was just interested in your take on that and stuff like that.
I'm definitely not like, you know, some boomer ass fucking dude that's like, yo, fuck psycho, fuck weed, it's the devil's. No, like I'm definitely not. If there is like a benefit to it, if there is like some kind of like, I guess, positive way out of it, then yeah, as long as it's not addictive, you know, because some people are like they have that, like that's all they do is psychedelic shit. That's all they do is smoke pot. But I'm not that kind of person. I'm not, you know, even I don't drink a lot, you know.
I think people should experience it at least once in their life,
no,
like
for
a
sure.
legitimate, you know. But like, you know, some people do find it as an escape. You know, I've never really labeled it as an escape because, you know, when you do that stuff, you're in the same reality as everyone else. You know what I'm saying? But that's interesting though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll have my people talk to your people, get that set up. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm not.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
But no, for sure, I'm not really exactly a judgmental person. If you do the things you do, and as long as you're not being exactly a toxic person about how you are, then I don't care. You know, if you like drinking a lot, but you're not an alcoholic, that's just who you are.
Yeah.
Then like, all right, cool.
Facts.
You know, if you like smoking pot a lot, but you're not a fucking pothead and you're not lazy as fuck.
Well, I think we should have the freedom to do dangerous things. You know, we're able to drive cars, ride motorcycles, shoot guns. We just think that because there's an adult behind it, we understand that they understand all the allegations and safety features of them. I don't think psychedelia is any different, personally. I don't think, and I'm not even talking about psychedelia, but I'm talking about just like drugs and narcotics in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Personally, you know, I'm not really a person that does any type of hard drugs, even though I've had before. But like, I really enjoy the stuff that comes from Earth.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there isn't any stipulations or any type of wrongdoing from those tools. Essentially, if you look at it as a tool, then it will respond to you as a tool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go into there thinking that they're going to get something out of it, and usually what they get out of it is not what they expect. And it kind of just comes to it like that, you know what I'm saying? I think setting is a big part of it. And, you know, if you're ever interested, you know where to find me.
All right, okay.
We'll talk about that, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Off camera, but yeah. Nah, but no, yeah, I understand that fully. Just like, there's a limit to it, you know. You're right.
Absolutely.
Everyone should like just do if they can, do if they want. But yeah, it's just the whole being paranoid. That's what stopped me, because like I like being comfortable. I like being in control of like where I am, because one, for the most part, I drive myself everywhere. Like,
yes,
that's why I smoke pot whenever I go to a party, because I'm like, yo, dude, like I know for sure, like I'll be out like a light. And I'm also a lightweight too when it comes to that shit.
I'm a lightweight too.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. For sure.
Oh yeah. I don't front like I can smoke fucking big dicks or anything like that. I don't, dude. I'm a lightweight myself. You know what I'm saying? I 100% agree with you.
Because yeah, that's another thing too. Is like, that's why I don't really do it, because like everyone's like doing fucking like bong hits. I'm like, bro, I can barely handle a joint. Fuck, dude. Like, you know.
I won't tap out, but it doesn't take a lot of weed for me to get me stoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just how I am too. I'm just like, yeah, like I'd rather just do it at my own pace and be,
absolutely,
be very comfortable with how I am doing it.
I respect that, brother.
Thank you, bro. But I don't know. Yeah, we're already over 2 hours, bro.
We get ready to wrap this bitch up.
Yep, wrap this bitch up. So yeah, I think this is basically the end of the episode. If you guys listen on audio, or if you guys still listening now, make sure you support the podcast at anchor.fm/Scrappy-Flako, because you can subscribe to it for at least $1 a month. That's one motherfucking dollar.
That's nothing, cocksuckers.
That's nothing. So, yeah, go ahead, and if you want to support the podcast, feel free to do it. You don't have to, but it's always appreciated. There's also merch at teespring.com/Scrappy-Flako fucking stores. No, Scrappy Flako shop. That's what it is. So, yeah, but link in the description, and follow my guest Ronan X, Ronan Revenge. Check out the YouTube channel. Check out the podcast he's part of. Check out his Instagram. Check out everything that he does. Check out fucking Streetblade Symphony, because that shit slaps.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not a problem. But yeah, check out everything. Check out the fucking guests. Check out just links in the description below. Support, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
It was I really enjoyed talking with you, brother. I
Dude,
really
same here,
enjoyed
man.
being in this podcast.
Same
bro.
here, man. You're a good ass guest.
Thank you.
But Anyways, everybody, I hope you have yourself a damn good one. Boom.
Fire.